That's exactly why he became so famous. Like, doing that shit. Because of that. Not just that, but you know what I'm saying? Like shit like that.
And you say Shaw City. Shaw City, and you say Shaw City, and you say Shaw City, yo, let's go. And you say Shaw City, and you say Shaw City, and you say Shaw City, yo. And you say Shaw City, and you say Shaw City, and you say Shaw City. Yo, and you say Shaw City, and you say Shaw City, and you say Shaw City. Yo, let's go. And you say Shaw City.
What up, Chicago?
And you say Shaw City. Yo,
what up, worldwide?
to the city that made me, place I grew up in, city that's crazy where gunshots are busted, place I'm in love with, place that's corrupted, place that gave birth to the MC not to fuck with, place with city lights, sun in one shines, place that isn't right, we're accustomed to crime, where daily went crazy back in '69, and Pops was just a rookie standing on the line. It's the that inspires me, land I call home. Land with the basement, Dr. Wax and gramophone, with fake thugs and hustlers and OGs roam. The land that's well known as the throne of Al Capone. The lake shores where the wind blows steady and the snow falls heavy and the heat kills many. Town like none, place that I know. This is the Windy City. Welcome to Chicago.
Person we try to define with our human mind, something not confined to space or time, beyond comprehension, realized upon ascension as it was at inception, but whether by blind faith or with apprehension, always the center of our attention, even without intention. All paths lead to center, though not know till you're there, and may not see the same from when we peer when compared, feared and exalted, worship yet assaulted, cherished and insulted, depending what name you called it, him or her, them or we, no real experts here, but many claim to be at the core the truth the same to me. Love, growth, and morality, on our quest for immortality, we searching, 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 searching.
We appreciate you all tuning in.
We just call it different names. We searching, 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 searching. Step that's involved. It thrives when we appreciate, respect, and connect. Relinquish our control and without judgment accept. It doesn't care about your color, what book that you read. It doesn't care how long it takes you to find what you need. Pays no mind to your money, cars, or your homes. If you decide to have a family or you go it alone. It doesn't care how much knowledge you gain if not applied. If we don't live it, it might as well be a lie. Unverified, unable to guide or decide. Just giving our egos another place to hide, so its existence is and divinity not implied. If we all walk in stride, our restraints are untied. actions justified, desire satisfied, harmony amplified, and our light magnified. We searching, 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 searching. All seeking the same, we just call it the moon.
You now rocking with Red Cup Radio. DJ Handz Solo on the ones and twos. We got a special guest in the house tonight. Make sure you share, tag.
I'm like the wolf man on a rampage, breaking steam off the gym beam when I'm on stage. I'm like the wolf man on a rampage, breaking steam off the gym beam when I'm like the wolf man on a rampage, breaking steam off the gym beam when I'm on stage. I'm like the wolf man on a rampage, breaking steam off the gym beam when I'm on stage. Let me out of cage and confine me to a safe enough. Ain't a rapper safe enough, safe whenever. You got a flow, but it's repetitive. You sound looped. I'm fly when I get open. Similar to parachutes. You lacking the action, or even impart a fraction of the arm compassion that I happen to bask in. Whatever you ask is more than you can imagine. With the tool, I'm a craftsman. Niggas crab through a backspin. Put your act in traction, detracting your faction. A kitchen fight's the closest you get to counterattacking. What's the joke, slowpoke? Cause I ain't laughing. Now how'd you like to pick up that grin with a napkin? You better start slacking that yapping, Charlie Chaplin. Unite my knuckles to your chuckle without a chaplain. It's Sarcastik, frantic, implanted the mechanics of manic man past the Xanax. A view through my grapefruit cruise on bananas. That's apples and oranges. Turn your melon into Tropicana. Rock the hammer, slam a nail into your floorboard. So many red dots on you, you'll look like a score. Dastardly action faced all by ravenous rats. As I shoot a porn swarm on your mom's cabinet snatch. That bastard is back, like the kids sent back to the orphanage. Shows puns over guns, consider yourself fortunate. Ornaments are made out of participants in tournaments and handed out as parting gifts to members of the audience. Or ought to get praise phrases ablaze with amazement. When I relate attaining statements and dip back to the basement. With your main bitch, you leave more fluid in her belly than a sunken tank ship.
This is the fundamentals. We on Red Cup Radio. Got a special guest, Sarcastik, in the building. Yeah. Stay tuned.
We gon' do it like this. I tell them uptown, liquor shot, south side, flicker lot. On the west side of fresh rise, outside the liquor spot. It's concrete, jungle of glass, iron, and cinder block. We hustle, drug juggle, trying to shine, it'll never stop. Why you think they call it the go for? I used to go to full trade with safe and cop ace on the 4th floor, where they greet you with the 38, maybe the 4-4. We straight, they knew our shape in a place like folklore. You think we had the space out front for the 4-door? Haters call a Haterville, it feel like Mordor, Middle Earth or something. Russia, the Cold War, where paper stack, they get in phone call. The Henny on slow pour, my cup runneth over, I told more. I'm known from South Lake Shore, drive to the North Shore. They recognize a player style, points on the scoreboard. He turning on an Ella outdoor with a blowtorch, puff, puff, pass it all around in my cohorts. Can't stop, won't stop, so on, so forth. Cash crops, ass got something to show for. Fam cop the landlock, the built him a snow fort. Now he can see the Hancock right from the porch. Live from the sandbox, wiping the dust off. Hands washed, ready to lunch y'all. Like lamb chops, laying the duck sauce. I'm super deluxe raw, like rooms at the Luxor. And this musical blood's for the style's padlock, but I ain't taking the cuffs off. Yo, you now rocking with the inner city giant, never industry compliance, spitting 6 degrees of science to a ministry of minors. With a history of violence, we the arm leg, like arm everybody. You shouldn't be a bias. You playing with yourself, and I can only lead the. My phone forever timeless. I'm the king of rock. Address me as sucker MCs get in their vaginas. I never found the lightness to deal any of your clients. They should put the mic down, study the plus and the minus. That y'all, and you don't stop, and you don't quit. Cause we the ultimate, and we ain't quitting till we get what we supposed to get. Super magnetic ocean, burned out. Yes, stop, and you don't quit. We the ultimate, and we ain't quitting till we get what we supposed to get. Yo, you put that loud.
Turn that up.
Yes, sir.
Waffle King, what up, fam? Awdazcate. It's all good.
Happy birthday to the big brother Awdazcate, Waffle Gang.
Waffle King, what up, fam? Awdazcate. It's all good. Yo, check it. Black Milk. Yes, sir. Waffle King, what up, fam? Awdazcate. It's all good. Yo, check it. Black Milk. Yes, sir. Waffle King, what up, fam? Awdazcate. It's all good. Yo, check it. Black Milk. Yes, sir. Waffle King, what up, fam? Awdazcate. It's all good. Joe, check it. Black male from the ghetto, you know the story. Substitute whatever your block is for early. 91st, but the flow made a nigga early. New chrome 22 and the handle curly. Look your brother out of eye, shake his hand firmly. Throwing up the pyramids, what we learned early. Life gets shaky, but I stand strong, sturdy. Hard to stay clean in a world so dirty. Brothers to the streets, shed a couple tears, got lost in the beats. Pour out a little liquor, Tupac through the speech. Fresh trapezoid hats, 3 stripes on the feet. Grammy righteous one of
Peace, what up to everybody out there rocking on Red Cup Radio tonight?
nighttime creep, waistline hold.
We do have Sarcastik in the building.
To go sweet, good heart doing wrong for the cheese. Nigga LC, my family gotta eat. I'm counting blessings as I spark the essence. Trade all my rap sessions just for a taste of my mama's dressing. Bagging up cracks when my brother lived on Essex. Now I'm racking up stacks, cut my lyrics weapons. Peace to the Waffle King, nigga, you a blessing. Just warming up, wait till you hear the next one.
Turn that up.
Turn the shit up,
Mic check, 1, 2.
Yo, you sound like kid over
From
here.
the 5 on crew. West Coast DNA, huh? I'm a wordsmith, connected like cursive to my verses. Carry just the hearses. Been here to deserve this. Did it with a purpose. To preserve this culture slowly burning in every basement furnace. I want to reach the furthest planet in the galaxy. Past the ozone, calling home.
If you're interested in music on the fundamentals, go to the fundamentals@gmail.com. We will rock your shit.
When I see them, it's showtime. Believe me, won't be the first one to leave. I'm from a different league, gifted breed, you won't live to see. I don't need a proof of point, just put weed in the joint. Relax my mind, pass the time, be free of the noise. Apocalypse and feed and mundo, call me machete. I'm forever ready, I dare you to tempt me.
Like pieces of pole, complicated. Fitted like pieces of pole, complicated. Fitted like pieces of pole. Then I'll make another one.
Stay speaking fluent, your name what I ruin. Leave your brain leaking fluid, no pain, I'm not human. You must be confusing me with someone who's abusing the movement, but you're losing, don't know what the fuck you're doing. Pussies like you I despise with a passion. Better recognize, realize this ain't acting. Massive amounts of talent, bashing, you can't do it. Write rhymes like this, every chance my hand gets. I wake up with a motive just to rip a hater. My freestyles rhyme better than you did on paper. If you haven't got it yet, you'll probably get it later. I'm a raider and relaker, you're a traitor and faker. Been waiting for this moment to handle mine. Forever 51, you want a piece, stand in line. They always say don't bite the hand that feeds you. If Rakim said you dope, I wouldn't believe you.
Fitted like pieces of pole, complicated. Fitted like pieces of pole, complicated. Fitted like pieces of pole, complicated. Then I'll make another one.
I spit the lethal, too illegal. Like a medieval night, taking gasoline shots of diesel. Side of a cathedral, back to the back with people like they're waiting for the Beatles. That's a moment that they see you. Sorry, mushroom moment, cause like a nightmare. Can't sleep, can't eat, no one in my life cares. I see ghosts, see this one standing right there. Sorry, just my blinded from the lights glare. Lightest slight sketching, I know that you heard of. Got you click like, damn, that motherfucker served us. What you think? Your shit don't sink? I'm the write a rhyme every time you blink. I'm high caliber, something like spectacular. Call me an amateur, sway out of my character. The eagle once, the eagle twice. The Feed the Mundo finally is here to bring music back to life.
Fitted like pieces of pole, complicated. Fitted like pole, complicated. Fitted like pieces of pole, complicated. Then I'll make another one.
Apologies, I ain't a cultural anomaly. I never thought it concurrently, don't think I'm a prodigy. Oddly, my body brings baggage to my status. My melanin encrusted skeletons and apparatus that used to dig on the doctrine they pushed by the big doctor. They propped the king up for his pawns and we kept nodding on some we shall overcome. And our people will grow as one, let's be reasonable, son. That credence is pretty dumb. We clung to Lady Liberty's
You're now rocking with DJ Handz Solo.
Some moves are inexcusable, notably when the moving crew never quite owned Burning our house down, we pipe down these Mario tunnels in front of backs up. Valid ones, foxes, peacocks, you need to back up. Ain't standing for no anthem, they can fight me, they call me Kaepernick. You're took a shit, they recited. They can tell me if their country loves me. Or is it that she loves? Ha ha, y'all.
What up, Ray?
Although my ass says she loves me not.
Epicuno in the building.
Yo, I know that she loves me not. What I got is a broken home with an abuse from Uncle Sam. We can't stand what I am. Now it's Pat mad at the world, that's between the world and me. But if life's giving referrals, we should get one for free. You see, they treat us like freaks and then flee with our own genius. If it weren't for us, they'd probably be speaking that old English. Thus spoke when they stirred up the hopes of the smoke Jesus. Like Mary Carey to term a fetus with no penis. You believe this? I don't think so. I do think that them gringos got very genocidal plans. Me and my man, we embrace it. They place bracelets tight around our hands and say it's from a
Detroit in the building, true classic. What up, bro?
And all the hogs wanna dance. So one or two moves they know is the murder arena. And so I know we're stuck in this arena with dictators and
DJ Poppy,
whether they all bear with our relief facial features.
What up to Kendu the God?
Cotton for the t-shirt. It's cray when you can
Chris Patton. Dean is always in the house.
from the well or rotten black food of the room. How do they slip in
My man Sean Wall.
the room in the room with all the Hortons and the bars and snuffle up with us? Don't trust they'll ever discuss the real function of the injustice. As puffs they are instructed to hush at the very subject that abnormally formal and realistically rustic. So the skills of Lady Russet are technically asymmetrical. Her nation is priority, slavery's parenthetical. Ain't ethical, but I let it go if she loves me. Or is it that she loves me? Y'all said she loves me. Although my ass said she loves me not. Oh no, but yo, I know that she loves me not. What I got is a national with an abuse. Can't stand what I am.
Yeah, fist up in solidarity. Go. All they know is back flipping off the porch to the mattress, back pedal to the reason we be over mess. Yeah, pop the hydrant cause the city's hot as Inglewood. Holding heat cause shit is heated, looking like I wish you would. Mrs. Valentine hustling guns and icy cups. On Elizabeth hustling off the bully pups. Find a barbecue to get into and get a place set up. Granny still get mad leftovers, that's we make shit happen when it never ever happens for us. Now we keep our seat when we just tired sitting on the bus. My brother Emmett got feelings and lost his life for it. Now I wipe the contrast beauty and won't forget it. Lucy look at me like Martin Luther King in this. Peaches say he more like Malcolm when son is pissed. Representing every struggle and the come up for me. Everything that's in it and with it. Pump your fist integrity.
Say my part. To the front line. Without a doubt.
True what you saying.
Let me say my part.
If you can't walk the walk, don't talk the talk.
Conform or resist. Tommy Smith fists and type shit. That mean we fight for everything. Game type spit, bass boom, words bloom, bouquet type script. It's a habit, form habitual. You rest and they cuffing your wrist. Now don't resist, that's the ritual. No visuals, still coming clearer than clear still. Truth enigmatic with hard pills to swallow. My web too hard for them to follow. Where I was yesterday, you might stumble on tomorrow. And sorrow, they sing it with these niggas is bringing that raw straight off the chest with it's bringing the clock ticking. No time for bullshit, let's to be full shit on everything. Switch out every king, the tool sits in the guillotine. Roll slow heads like creatine, in the frizz like Dama. Sick as out the llama, assassinate like Connor. By now should know the creed, like between the lines the blind can read. Ill nigga, not slicker, but shit's bigger than hip-hop. And all liquor on the breath mean the truth coming monsoons. Gotta stick and move, I got too many rap wounds. Either way it go, it might be your time soon. Put it in the air, fighting off despair with the fist of solid.
But I was unfortunately, I listened to my so-called friends. And I found myself on the outside. On the outside, looking in, baby. Listen to me. But listen. But listen. To me. But listen. But listen. Listen to me. But listen. But listen.
something to tell ya, and it might sound a little familiar. This is what a little birdie told me. Stay woke when you're dead, you can sleep. Everybody gonna try and plot and scheme. To get rich is the American dream. So you do what you must to make it how you make it. One bad choice can leave you dead in the state pen. No time for hesitating. Ones who waited, never made it. Only the greatest. Moved on to the next level. To make it this far, you had to be special. You let the friends trick you, then the feds get you. Now,
Peace, what up, B-Boy Ron?
the mission, but when they really had you, they ain't even want you. But when you're gone, everybody sing your song. Now sing along. This is real rap music, everybody know it. Yeah, they know it, and you ain't gotta like it, you gon' love it. Just open your ears and just listen. Just listen. Real rap music, everybody know it. Yeah, they know it, and you ain't gotta like it, you gon' love it. Just open your ears and just listen. Just listen.
Fitted cap rap over your head. Turn off the radio, turn off the TV, turn on your inner glow. They've been deceiving media, school system, and the industry. Government's got a plot to put the end to me. Using my science, my alchemy against psycho-suggesting through emission of these frequencies and this imagery, enforcing negativity. Destroy physically from food and drugs chemically. Killing trails for real, no conspiracy. Music ain't the same, got Satan and a symphony. Controlling the game, invoking the pain. Provoking conscious niggas to loking and losing their brain. Motherfuckers selling their soul for material gain. And snort a line from a cellophane back.
Salute, Jen.
Bring out your mic.
Red Cup Radio, we do the shit the radio don't do.
But they killing everything. No remorse, we travel the darkest course. No torch, no guiding light, we ride tonight, it's on. I'm sitting in the dark reading grimoires. Seven demons from the lesser key. A Solomon summon up, then set free. The people through the usage of the energy. Word, sound, power, creation, vibrations, affect all things. Cause and connect all things. Laws to respect and heed. Tones to make you grow, proceed. Word, sound, power, creation, vibrations, higher states of being. Awaken and arise, get keen. Tune up, harmonize in me. Tones that can set y'all free. My rhymes are mellow at the same time charged with the electromagnetic energy of the gods. Solarian speech, these vocal zones reach deep into the soul of the soulless. With intent to teach, infotainment, edutain the brain. The worldly forces are against the words I'm saying. This ain't that pop rap, ladies make your ass clap. Strip club bullshit, nigga, this that full clip.
Yo, y'all, we appreciate everybody sharing this.
No masquerading games.
Let's go and get it up there. Red Cup Radio.
And throw up both my hands.
Right here on The Fundamentals. Chicago Stream Team Network.
About you don't stand a chance. Let me up in this bitch and watch the game hands.
Fatal flows, what it do?
When I keep the devil never bogus. See my focus, blowing that hocus pocus. Tell homie better tuck his chain for I focus. Whole ass go better ass body if you don't know about the silent, violent, rude rowdy. A rebel rouser, rallying revolutionaries. Really, you niggas super silly. My rhyme is centenary. Rhymes blow most you back to dust. With bullshit that you promote and misconduct. White magic, I admit, from the middle pillar. Esoteric theory, I'm not your average iller. Go get a but first a life giver. Divine insight through the mic what I deliver.
I self, Lord and Master, ruler of the universe, mentally influencing everything. Word, sound, power, creation, vibrations.
Like Beyonce breath, cats think they right, they shot her left, throw a wrench in the system, keep some wisdom, drunken dabbles on stories in prison, snakes in the grass, comparable to church leaders, yeah I'm pro-pot and all for heat seekers, cause only the strong will survive this bullshit, I'm something like a gangster, busting a full clip, back for the 6th time, rocking 6 rings, had to flip my reality, living dreams on the outside, looking in, not what it seems, it's a hard knocks life, we don't get the chase cream, a real clusterfuck, like a show, triumphs to let down, time to write the next flow, and hope I land back safe in Chicago. Only one people won't follow.
Blaze in the building. What up, bro?
Peace, what up, Fatal Flows?
Ain't playing, Jesus that's my main man. Never bring grind and get the kush when the plane land. Working like a caveman, slamming like Space Jam. Chop chumps like I'm a Braves fan. I choke your newborn. Put my city on, I don't need a shoehorn. It's a perfect fit, murk your click. When I spit, it's like a desert eagle with a banana clip. Talk a lot of nonsense trying to profit. Kill MCs, people feel it, and then they copy it. Dudes need my CDs like groceries. My gang's full of stars, so deep you gon' bust these. Hey, pretty, I might breathe, but you still leave with two broken knees. I shatter dreams and ruin plans. Sitting in a wheelchair, paralyzed, you can't do your dance, motherfucker.
Just look at them.
On est vraiment en but. Appelle-moi le soleil quand il fait nuit long. Quand y a trop de lumière, j'avoue le fout l'étincelle. Cache pas la quantité, plutôt la qualité. Lyrics peut limiter, ça peut polémiquer. Je tape sur les mots pour que ça tue. Et comme ce n'est pas qu'une seule taf qui tue, je fume chacune de tes instrus. Si le rap provoque cancer, je m'en fous, moi je suis poisson. Alors je continuerai à poser des textes du bon son. Me fous de toutes vos punchlines, moi je vise le sunshine. Tu veux faire mes backlines, et même pour ça t'es pas. Mais bon, dans la vie faut persister. Et je te tendrai même la main, je t'inciterai à insister. Pour te meilleurs lendemain, lâche pas le micro, taf pour le niveau. Sache que c'est en pause, sans que tu pourras sortir du lot. Inévitable comme le jour remplace la nuit. Inévitable, chaque rime provoque l'envie. Appelle-moi radical, cérébral, musical, peu banal, le plus bal, magistral, sentimental, lamentable. Appelle-moi l'homme avant tout.
Back there, man, in Chicago, West, well, it gets cold. I'm talking about cold. I mean, it get cold when you go outside, the wind be waiting on your ass around the corner like this, waiting for you to come outside. You know. Here you come. And shit, boy, I came from California, I hadn't been home about 5 years. I went back home, and I had to see something like this, you know.
For anybody new, welcome to Red Cup Radio. I'm your host, DJ Handz Solo. My host, Dave Norm. Tonight's guest is Sarcastik. Remember, y'all, Red Cup Radio, we do the shit the radios don't do.
It's been a cold ass winter, y'all.
Strictly underground music. None of that bubblegum shit you hear on the radio.
Built to last, born and raised. But the phrase, my points are made. Those spots like hand grenades.
606 in the building.
Deadly disease. Your brain get taxed and your soul's a feed. Trap crap makes my fucking eardrums bleed. Real hip hop, 180 degrees. I'm going postal every time I deliver. Every line got a temper with the mind to dismember. Any and every contender pretending the top choice. Cookie cake dunking high niggas is moist. My mission is protect the artistry in its form. To inspire, bring desire, thinking that's the norm. If niggas don't wanna learn, feel the wrath of the storm. Today gon' be the day you wish you never was born, motherfucker. Vocab intact, mind sublime. I react, contact, break your spine. Keep that bullshit, only take what's mine. Every line that time says a test of time. Niggas are lose and fake like cartoons. Buffoons and straight jokes like national lampoons. A season couldn't come too soon. Fake dudes make fake moves, clear the room. Beast mode, Chicago Rilla. West side reside with jacks with cap pillars. Pretty streets for keeps got straight killers. Zombie from the machine for filler. You gotta do more to survive right here. Be the leader of the pack or slide back to the rear. While you spitting hard God deep inside the ear. I'm making it clear the bullshit is over, nigga. Your end is here. It's here. It's here. Yeah, it's here, nigga.
a semi-fight, I feel as if I know my opponent as well as they know themselves.
The vanguard, the last march where the path part. You act hard, but your art screaming glass hard. And I'm slicker than shit. Pity, pitiful bitch. One you'll make your pity bullshit. Bullshit. You speak heat, I'm Bob Marley when the bullets fly. Why would I hide when my name is Book of Life? Ark covenant, stone covered, surrounded. My name foes get snow smothered and hounded. I'm pleased to meet you, so I fake it. Rather leave a pussy stabbed wet under a blanket. But you faggots make it hard for a dick. Yeah, nothing but asshole rappers in Vaseline clicks. Shit, I'll turn a page into 16 reasons why. At any time you don't want me in the booth with mine, I swoop in the rudest. Excuse it or move it, exhume it, it's proof I have murdered your bullshit. I drank hurricane rain, my spit's a category. Ripping A-game skits for kicks is habit for me.
Peace, what up to DJ Most?
I start pouring, by morning you'll all be New Orleans. So get your YouTubes tied and do it quick before I'm forced to abort what you bore with a brick. I'm Midwest, it's disproportionate gift. Yeah, that means you get your ass kicked till your orifice ripped. You got views and likes confused with truth and life. Make bitch couldn't fix this fight if you was Dana White. Your gimmicks stay played and you ain't hitting main stage without paying for names. So fuck you if you don't like me as a man. Good, but on this mic you ain't like me and you mad for looks. You ain't even rapping, you just yapping hooks about shit that happened like your platinum jokes.
He is number one with a bullet. The guy is an artist that comes extremely mentally prepared.
Yo, DJ Handz Solo on the ones and twos. That was our kickoff set. We're gonna run back through these names because this is all underground. This is all stuff you ain't gonna hear on the radio. Solo, who are we jamming today? What? Hey, before anything, Bears, Chicago Bears. I won't do the song, but I had to do it to you. But anyway, man, first set, stay in our rotation. Who are we spinning today, Solo?
So, you know, tradition, we always start off with Welcome to Chicago from Mike 1. You know, followed by Miss Abyss with Searching. That's still one of my favorite classics right now. Followed up by Encyclopedia Brown with Brown Baby. Then my other favorite, which, you know, Tori like kind of told me, which is my ringtone now, but it's that Ultramagnetic, Vitamin D.
Told you.
Followed up by, you know what I mean? He's still in the rotation now. That Business with Mics Over Mics.
Trap.
You know what I mean? The homies from the 626 West Coast, Apocalypse with Wordsmith. Followed by Pat Battle with Loves Me Not. And our own Al Tamper with Solidarity. Freddie Black still up there with Listen to Me. Skid Rock still rocking with us with Word Sound. Our own dirty guy in the back that'll be here shortly. Oh, Dirty White Jesus, man.
Six Rings
with Dance with the Dirtbag. It's produced by Bad Moods, but it was featured on a project I did a couple of years ago. But it's Mr. A.B. Rock Records. The record was in French, so if you know French, then you understood what was going on. Followed by 606's own Shadow Master MC, 92 West Side of Chicago with This Winter. Next was Serious Matters with Mike Premaster. Mike Premaster, Serious Matter.
Was that was all of them?
Yeah, man, that was the rundown part. I mean, it seemed longer because I was cutting them up some, but yeah, We ran through those joints.
Hey, man, once again, unbelievable music that's out there for you, boy. He gives you the name. You can tap into the vein and see what they about. Go check them out, support them.
Google them, download them, buy the music, whatever you do, man, but support it.
And as far as being in the opening rotation, it's basically what we're feeling, what we think's hot. And if it be hot every time we play it, you're going to keep it in the rotation.
I think there's going to come a time where Joy's going to force me to retire vitamin D.
Once again, it
We
won't
love
happen.
vitamin D, no doubt. We love vitamin D, we love John, but I think Joy's going to force him into retirement.
DNA beats. Hey, man, that might be another little thing. We could have the retirement. We'll put it up over
When
here.
the song gets retired.
Yeah, because he be, man, that motherfucking record got a trench in it right now from being played, Jack. But shout out to all those artists, man. We got a special guest in the house. Somebody I've known for quite some time. He rocked at my baby party at Subterranean. That's how underground we are. It's the one and only, the Looney Tune who comes to life. Sarcastik is in the building, people.
Wow.
How you doing, brother?
Chilling, man. Thanks for having me over here. Spot super dope.
Oh, shit.
It's in the south side of Chicago, somewhere in the incognito area. You know where to find me.
He'll put on his tracker. Only the beacon, the special one, will be able
my
to find
Snapchat,
it.
what is it? Your location.
Dropping the pin. I guess that's the new thing.
I didn't know you lived on. I'm like, how the hell? They're like, your location's on. I didn't even respond. I could curse on here, right?
That's just us
He said,
getting.
motherfucker, yeah, you could curse.
That's us getting old.
No, yeah, it is. It is.
How you work this shit?
It was crazy because it took me longer. It took me longer to figure out how to turn it off.
I'm telling you, man.
Hey, man, did you have to get your little brother to show you?
Yeah, and it's sad because it wasn't my younger brother. It was my little brother, the 4-year-old. He's like, oh, okay. 3. I'm like, get you slow.
Man, what's crazy is I got a 2-year-old that knows how to work my phone, pushes up calls, goes straight to Netflix, rewind.
You know what?
Like,
I'll say something that'll make us feel a little bit better. And I don't know how true it is, but I believed it as soon as they told me. Those gadgets were actually designed for kids. Like phones and tablets and stuff made for
All right, you
like
did make me
kids
feel better.
Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? So we're not supposed to be good at figuring those things out. Yeah.
Those are the new smart toys instead of the blocks now?
Yeah. You know, we had to do hands-on. They just finger tap. You know?
so now, just for the people out there that don't know you, tell them who Sarcastik is, where he comes from, what type of MC you are. Man, we think bro. But for the people, I know you for years. Solo know you for years now.
Yeah, I'm a local artist, if that's what we call us. Dumb us. Not the dumb us. Dumb as in them, us. Never mind. But yeah, I'm a local Chicago Hispanic artist. You know, I've been doing this for many moons. As Handz Solo and Jory have, though. Like they watched me grow up. I didn't watch them grow up. That's all I'm saying. So just gotta clear that out. Man, but yeah. Other crazy stories to think about in Chicago and being an artist in Chicago. But yeah, man. I don't know. There's so much to jump from.
How did you become sarcastic?
Stupid people. Honestly, like I think you're the person who's asked me like that. Like people normally ask me the name, but no, man. Like honestly, like the name Sarcastik started a long time ago. I just never decided to use it as an MC name. You know, it really started with females. I've talked about this before. Girls were always like, "You're so sarcastic, you asshole."
And you know what?
And
thank you for coming, brother, because we have a serious female following going on in the chat room that we've never seen.
No, yeah. If she has any serious comments about me, she was being sarcastic. She was being me. She's like the Harley Quinn of Sarcastik. What would we call that? Bitch. Nah, I'm not calling. Not you. The other, what we would call her. It's not. See, she got offended. Don't block us.
Notice this brother's multi-talented, man. Like, you know what I mean?
But you know what? The swing with his music, that's the thing. He is sarcastic in many ways, but then he'll put some shit out on video or something that's pretty serious. And I think, I don't know, man, that's the tale of you. I think I've seen hood music out of you. I've seen serious talk music out of you. I've seen everything. So it adds that you're comical. You add a lot. You bring a lot to the table.
Thank you.
Where are you at right now with your music and where you want to go with it? What's the future for Sarcastik?
Well, I can't lie to you. There's a lot of plans. There's a lot of things that get in the works, and you know, you guys are bear witnesses of how things sometimes start to happen, and then things don't go one way. Things will go left. Things will go right. Sometimes opportunities will just present themselves out of nowhere. Like, I ended up here. I saw them at the gas station. Like, you want to come and rap? I'm like, rap? I does this. And I thought we were coming here to rap gifts and get paid. But, you know, I'm on the radio. I'm live. I'm like, oh, shit, I got fans. Yeah, man, you know, I've been working on multiple projects at the same time. The thing is that, you know the way music works. It's seasonal, you know, and the fact that I do music, like I do stuff, I do club stuff. The one thing I try not to do is mumble. I don't like making fun of kids with Tourette syndrome. It's bad. It's bad.
It's horrible.
Yeah, it's you know. But anyway, we're not talking about that. Man, I'm actually working on a project. I don't have no date to it. I have a direction because of certain situations that happened in 2018. You know, so kind of directed my mind to what I actually wanted to do for the project. So I can't say that it's, you know, completely or halfway done, but it is in the works. Now, that's triple tongue twisting and mumble rap.
Now with your album being, is it all on one topic, or is each song bouncing around? Are we getting just this moment in life, or are we getting multiple verses of 2018?
I think, and I've heard a lot of artists say this before too, so I don't want it to sound cliche. I think I'm talking more about my personal struggles and like fights, like demon, like, you know, my personal demons, you know. No, yeah, well, yeah, exploit them out. Like now, I'm talking about how, you know, they make me feel in different situations that, you know, I guess I wouldn't have, getting more personal with things that I don't think I would have shared with people and putting it into my music, you know what I mean? And I felt like I deserve to give that to the people that have been following me for a long time, so that way they could understand more or less, you know what I mean?
So did that come with growth, or you just woke up and felt that way?
Yeah, no, it was growth. It was a lot of growth. It had to take learning to grow. Every day is a challenge, you know. I battle myself every day. That's my biggest battle. That's our biggest battle, you know. It's the get up, wake up, like, go to work, you know what I'm saying? Put this motherfucker to sleep already. Smack his ass, don't smack his ass, like whatever. You fight all them, but that's you fighting with yourself, because you could eat it up and put up with it, and maybe it'll turn out great, or about it and change it, you know. You could quit your job and have no tomorrow, or suck it up and have a pay. You know what I mean?
See, now you being a multi-rapper, being so you can rap in Spanish. Now, is it Spanish rap that you're putting out there, or is it a different type of Spanish music that you do? And how does that aspect of you with your music in a whole?
Man, you know what? I've been really blessed. I'm not gonna lie to you. I for a lot of reasons. One is you guys in general. You know, the Chicago been a part of, has been a big inspiration. And saying, like, it's crazy. I go to shows and they're always chills. You know, like, I who's this guy? You know what I'm saying? And they pop out of everywhere all the time. And that's in one. But the fact that I got to learn Spanish growing up and fluent enough to read and write it, you know, and got to kind of exploit Spanish lyricism first when I started listening to Spanish hip hop, because I already liked the underground stuff. You know, I wasn't doing club stuff or like, you know, I had to hear artists like and Eminem to actually get more into flipping style, you know, of wanting to do more double time beats, if that makes sense. But I got real into like the hip hop lyricists in Spanish. I was like, damn, these guys are kind of shitting on in English, and it's a bold statement, but I felt like the vocabulary was more wide. The English dudes like you have the Nas, the Jay-Z, I'm trying to think of the real successful ones that actually do hip hop but are still street. You know, like in the market, you have to be street and you have to be lyrical. You can't be spitting no bullshit.
So you had to rob a couple of banks, you're saying?
Like, yeah, well, you had to be like a street dude who sold drugs or holds guns, and you had to have bars. It wasn't
the story
like
needs to be true.
You could have, you could have just had bars. Never made it.
And now being a Puerto Rican, coming from the humble area, dealing with that real life stuff, that definitely played in. It's just the eyes over the table, man.
I feel like I'm you're Wilson in Home Improvement. Like, Wilson, what are you doing?
But we in Logan Square, so
Right?
it's a Polak and a Puerto Rican talking.
Man, this is great. You guys better be recording this.
This is classic.
But so coming from where you dealing with the streets of Chicago, as a Puerto Rican artist, once again, were you now in the Latino community, were you upheld? Did you, like you said, you had gems dropped on you as far as you gonna rap in front of Big Pun or Chris Rivers, or what type of experiences from that side of the world and being bilingual and being in Chicago, what has that done for you?
Oh man, you know what? It's done everything. Honestly, it's been what's held me up. A lot of you know, and I try to be positive a lot of times, but at the same time, like I won't let like chew me up or like degrade me or whatever. I know that a lot of dudes are better than me at like a particular thing, not like all around. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, you're like really good at this, and I could do this and this and this real good, and you can't do it. And I'm not saying to compare, but that's how I was able to hold myself higher and being able to stand and outshine aside from artists. So it's like I'll have a dude who will rap in English. I'm not pinpointing or saying names. It's just speaking in. They'll ask me something like, man, how the hell do you get all these people to come to your shows? When like, you know, you do like song and like you'll do like some club shit, and I mean you do hip hop, but you know, and I get what he's trying to tell me. He's trying to tell me I got way doper hip hop shit than you. How the hell is my show got 5 people and you brought 20? Let's just do small numbers, right?
And me being a promoter, I see it a lot. Do it.
And yeah, and it's just throwing a little number down, like that's what's helped me, because I've been able to rock Spanish stages, English stages, kids, you know what I'm saying? Stop the violence. I've also been working the violence. Stop it, the violence. That's so we're gonna rewind right quick. I've been working the last 8 months with these. You think Puerto Rican? No, I am not Puerto Rican to these guys. I am not. So when I'm Puerto Rican, I'm like, for real? Damn, somebody thinks. I tell them I'm from part of Puerto Rico, Humboldt Park. It's in the west side of Chicago. You know, that's the part of Puerto Rico I'm from.
You could be me. Me and my wife go out. Guy comes up, starts talking Spanish to me. I'm looking at him just like I'm looking at you now.
But I would have thought you were Latino off the bat. Like when I first met you, I hate Dominican.
I look over.
He's sure Dominican.
I look over to Lucy. I need to. This is my translator. You know how you go to court and they got a translator? That's my translator.
No.
The first thing I clear was, all right, did he say anything wrong about it? Oh, no, he did. Okay. Yeah, all right.
That's a Latino pass, man. I got a Puerto Rican wife. That's
continue
how
on. All right, now you
that's
continue
good.
on. And then he talks to my wife. Oh, I'm excluded from the conversation all of a sudden.
So now with that.
Wait a minute, man. You were just talking to me. What happened?
Address me, fool.
Man.
Do speak English a little bit.
So now you're in that community. I know 2 things you got that work for you, and I've seen you do it in front of me, you have one hell of a work ethic, which
thank you.
We were talking about. Most people like you who actually really put work ethic, believe in you and follow you and truly support you. So that's one thing I can say about you that I've seen firsthand on multiple levels.
Hey,
that's
look,
true.
True statement, y'all. He was on time for the show.
I told you not to say nothing.
Hey, man.
If I get taken off the Puerto Rican Association Committee for being Puerto Rican from Chicago, I'm blaming it on this damn show, man.
So, and also in the part 2 of it is your stage, is how you can take control of a crowd, how you, over the years, and I know you've rocked a lot of shows. How have you learned to just see a lot of people stand there and rap? You put a little more into it. For example, like you rocked at my little wedding party. It was you and JXL.
That was amazing.
You guys were on top of speakers.
I did do that.
I know you've
there
done
was,
a lot
there was,
of
there was
shows.
food there that night. That was dope. Hey, I do remember. Man, there's only been so many. It's like there was food and it was free. You know, it was like, hey, help yourself. What? Oh yeah, performances ain't started for a while, right? All right, cool.
Did you have a plate with foil to go to?
Oh yeah, you already know that's the first plate. We stack that plate, put it in the car, come back. You know.
From the beginning to the end, though, what I know you've performed in big places. What? How did you build the work ethic you have on the stage and being like Sub T with this, big stage in front of Bone Thugs, or I mean, give us an example of coming up from one end to the
I think there's when you get like if you throw into the water, right? But there's no other fish or like there's in sight. You know what I'm saying? So he's just fishing or like swimming freely, opposed to like you throw him into like a shark tank, and now he's like, oh shit, and then like you pull him out. Next time, throw him into a shark tank. Pull him out, throw him into a shark tank. Now, when I jump into like hollow water where there's just regular fishes, you know what I'm saying? It's like I'm not saying that it's easy, but like you guys are the shark tanks. Like the fact that I've had to jump in front of people and get put to like it's either rap now or you're about to you're gonna look bad, or I'm hosting a show. Yeah, like your turn. Yo, and that never happened. I always win. But right now I'm explaining how it. But yeah, man. I think that's what it is. It's competition. Being in front of me, pushing me to the next. It was never really trying to be better. It was just trying to like do something different. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, man, how could I stand out? Like I don't want to be like I'm better than this guy. Screw him. Whatever. I want to do something that makes my stage. Well, okay, they did this and this and that. They didn't do this and this. I could do, or whatever. It's really studying. You know what I'm saying? They're doing a lot of shows, and when I say studying, it's just mentally watching. I observe a lot of things that I like. I might like one little thing that I saw you do on stage, or oh, that was clever, and all it was like a movement on how they like approach the crowd, or how they went about calling their DJ, dropping names, doing shit. Learn how to play certain things as well. Some people are real sloppy. That going last make when again, I that was another thing that kind of helped. I was doing shows where I wasn't even performing. I was just hosting, and nobody wanted to go first.
Hey man, I'll tell you to go off of that real quick because one time comes to my brain. Phil Brown for Pharoah Munch was unfucking believable. That guy won the 606 little contest. Phil
killed it.
His real name is that, but Phil G, bro. Been in the city, know the Kanyes, all that. Been around a hot minute, can rap his off. That dude came in there, and you were in the room, I was in the room. This motherfucker knocked that ball out the park so hard when Pharoah Munch came on, even though, within that first 2 songs, you're like, oh, we getting it, we killing it. But then after that, I was like, Phil Munch Where is this dude's T-shirt at?
Oh yeah.
What you were saying, there is a learning process to this. If you're really gonna, that's what I want them to know from you, because you've been in this for a while. You've gone from bottom. You've seen bigger. Like you said, just explain to them how you cut it down. How do you separate fun from saying I want to get better to entertain?
Yeah, man, you have to put focus into it. It's just like it's just like doing anything, like shooting basketball. Freestyling is the same way. I know artists that are better writers and like to freestyle, but they're not very fluent with line or two. You know, they can't keep a whole 4-bar, 6-bar, 100 bars. You know, we know SLT that could do that on a weekly. That go there on a weekly and do it. And I remember. It's practice. That's why they're good. They do that all the time, you know, and you have to write all the time. You have to train your caliber. You want to be good on stage? Go on stage. Don't be the guy who's like, oh, these guys suck. Go on stage and show them why they suck, or show the crowd why they suck. Don't talk about it. I mean,
and it's a lot easier said than done.
And it is. It is. He did half the job, and this crowd seems to like him. You know what I'm saying? You're the one who doesn't like him. But it takes trying it, man. And some people are gifted, don't get me wrong, but even with the gift comes, you have to train your gift. There's one thing being talented, there's another thing being prepared. You know, is my accent kicking again? Damn it. It's all good. That might give me some Latin America followers or something.
There you go.
Ya tú sabes.
All right, so tell us as well, because you know, clearly they don't know that besides rapping, you dabble in your comedian expertise here.
I am, okay.
And he's a barber.
You guys, and that all, I think that all helped with the stage performance and stuff like that, because as a barber, I actually started cutting hair because I got a barbershop when I was a teenager, and I was like, I'm never paying for a haircut again. Home and just mess my shit up even worse at like 14. So kids, don't try that at home, or you'll end up being an old barber. But man, like I couldn't find a job nowhere after high school, and I was fuck. I'm not saying anybody who didn't, you know, say I'm not. You know, I felt like I had opportunities and chances to. But I felt like after, you know what I'm saying? And I started cutting hair on some, and I'm just going to try this for right now. And it ended up being a thing I was good at a young age. And I was like, I think I'm going to keep doing this. I started copping studio equipment, and that was how I started building toward actually being but cutting hair made me a better people person. I had to force myself to get with this blue collar dude that just walked in, who had, you know what I'm saying, looks like he's a lawyer or something. I don't know him or it. He might be a for all I know. He's just dressed.
Now, when you first started, were you in a fucking Bo-Ricks or Supercuts, or were you in somebody's? Hey man, I don't know what the fuck. Hey, I don't know what a minor league barber is. What's the minor league barber?
If anything, that's like the Supercuts would be like a already an upper step or an up step, I guess. You would have to come out of there off school. No, I kind of just not like the streets. I wasn't gangbanging or nothing, but yeah, no, it was some guy.
Park player.
Yeah, I was like somebody.
The park player that got to the NBA.
My nephew knows how to cut hair. Job, fuck it, bring him through. And the guy was desperate to hire some barbers. I was young, willing to, you know, and that's exactly what I did. I went every day, bro. I doing something and not be making money.
How many times did you have somebody come back and be like, in the beginning stages?
Very few, man. I mean, I've always been really good at the things that I do, you know. So I mean, like very little, and it was for very minimum amount of things. You know, it was like, you know, they forgot their glasses or something. Nah. Actually, I've had some bloopers, but thank God that they were on people that like I actually didn't care. I was just like, that's what you get, you pussy, for being cheap.
But that's what I'm saying. At that young age and learning a skill like that and realizing that, like, goddamn, I'm making a lot of fucking money.
And you know what though? I had to what's the word like swallow my pride, because I had to ask a lot, man. And you know, as you know, when you're young, you think you know everything, but even as an to studios, you grow to learn who gives. I get it stuck in my word. I ain't even high yet. It's because I'm sober. I didn't begin high. I'm just saying. But yeah, man.
So once you got your hands on all that money and realized, wow,
you got these questions written down?
No,
I need to see this notepad.
It's off the top, bro.
You said freestyle.
But that's something he said, because nowadays in the urban communities, like you said, a lot of people are stressing out. Their thing, other people learn differently, and you came from the bottom, higher at your dream to be able to know for a fact a few opening stage with some legends. So
I've been opened up for.
It's a fucking story, man.
No, yeah. You've been a big help. I can't like a big I don't want to call it stepping stool, but a help to my, successes in a lot of things that I've done. Shout out to Dory, and Handz Solo as well. I was gonna tell you, I have like, I know off top, I have these pictures that I randomly found the other day from, I think it was Worms, something that Worm did in the.
Worms.
It was like some, yeah, it was some, yeah, they had a lot of artillery or something. Bro, I have some of the dopest pictures performing with your it was like
Worm made a banner for me.
Did he?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was dope. That was dope. A lot of
also
those.
did the wall. He did this one. I mean, I every year, so.
That's sick, man. That's sick.
Shameless
I
plug.
go farther back though. You know when I first met Sarcastik, I used to be I was hanging out with Heat Detector. Back in the day.
Shout out Heat Detector.
And I used to have a
yeah.
So he's like, hey man, come to my boy's video.
I thought he was a pimp. I'm like, who's this guy? He pulled up in a truck,
fucking
ran. Was out looking old school with some chains and all flicking. I'm like, damn. I'm like, he must be a rapper or something. And he's, I'm like, who knows this guy?
Who the fuck? Right? Wait,
it's for my video. It's for my video.
And it's his video. Then his mom is like, it's dope.
It was in the yard.
Barbecue going on. Like,
yeah.
all right, hey man.
It was awesome.
You want to play?
It was for the. It was for the superstar things. The one where I put the mask on.
Yeah. Where you're in front of like the hood out there with everybody.
Yes.
Bro, I swear to God, one of my favorite songs.
Bro, that was
I had all the time.
The most fun that I've ever. Was that video?
It was like real nature, but Naughty by Nature-esque.
Man,
really? You were in that video?
Yeah, he is in the video. You in the video? Yeah.
Oh, that's even funnier. Now.
You see the White Expedition? Because I don't have it anymore now, so I don't care.
That's hilarious. But a great song. I love that fucking song. You have hits and you've made videos that are very entertaining and good, man. Fucking solid hit. We're gonna shortly go back into the music, right, B?
Yeah.
I know we talking our asses off.
Getting entertaining people.
Oh, this guy in Sarcastik's done shows before, so for me, I'm trying to stay ahead of the race, man.
Hey, I was happy. I'm not gonna lie to you real quick. You hit me up when you hit me up to do the show.
I want to lie to you real quick.
No, I said I'm not gonna lie to you real quick. I'm gonna lie to you real quick. No sarcasm. When you hit me up, I thought you were warm, right? So I was like, oh man.
I forgot, but hit me up and was like, yo, man.
Awdazcate probably.
Yeah, because he had the haircut. He's like, this motherfucker didn't know whether he was performing, coming somewhere. You just said yes.
I was like, I can't say no to him. I was like, yeah, sure. And then I was like, I think I'm performing for some show. It's the Red Sun tea, maybe. He didn't where. He said, man, that's the damn podcast. I was like, oh, thank God, I don't have. I was like, man, it's not that I don't want. But once the new material's ready, and there's a lot of new material, man, it's just all getting placed. But let's get back to Handz Solo. I do talk a lot.
That was just a little info. We're gonna get back into the second segment of our thing. Solo, what part is this?
This is new music submissions. So we're gonna run through some joints. Some of them were last time we aired, but they're all new music submissions that we got.
Red Club Radio, the fundamentals. Let's go.
Flash it up, you know. From the 80s, flash it up, you know. Flash it up, you know. From the 80s, flash it up, you know. From the 80s, you know. From the 80s, flash it up, you know. Flash it up, you know. From the 80s.
Let's all take a trip down memory lane. Pay tribute to a game that remain. The introduction of hip-hop, it's heavenly rain. Acknowledge the forefathers, remember the names. Mastering the ceremonies while the B-boys dance. The crowd is posted up in the B-boys dance. Pieces on the train look like graffiti on the wall. For sure and cold, they will leave you bleeding on the floor. The ergonomics really affected the past and present. It wasn't hard to tell, the city was crack infested. You had the crack valves with the colorful tops. Each color signified who was running the spots. I'm from the 80s, I'm not trying to glorify the negative. This lifestyle brutalize my. Take a look at it now.
Flash it up, you know. Flash it up. From the 80s, flash it up, you know. From the 80s, flash it up, you know. Flash it up, you know. From the 80s, flash it up, you know. Flash it up, you know. From the 1, 2, 3 to 4, I'll see you.
Now show me 10 gauges and I'll bust all 10. That's in Broadway, yo, a gallon of hit. No drip, I flip these birds to get paper. Killers vary, leave you falling like skyscrapers.
On a hot box with noise from the underground. Rock with a better sound, bust with unlimited rounds. Blast the metal in every direction. Don't sit around quiet. Or less.
Homie Chrome on the go, moving fast, not slow. Sporting shell toe with Adidas and a matching Kango. Got a all black Hummer and my crew in the band. Take a 5-week vacation and we'll do it again.
Use a Mac, the one in the Laker throwbacks. Fakers know that they dealing with some steel blown straps. It's time to roll my sleeves up, fuck a few MCs up. The blue that never stops when the beats and all the weeds cut.
2, 3 to the 4, I'll see you got. Reppin' the West Coast. 6 in the morning, police at my door. Stash all the cash and bags of hydro. 1, 2, 3 to the 4, I'll see you got. Reppin' the West Coast. 6 in the evening and I'm counting my dough. Even if it's all there, then pass the extra.
Yeah, we my younger days for the rag. Never went to school cause I was out on the smash with the passion for the dipping cause I used to love the twist. Always got mad when I clapped and I missed.
Woke up quick one day at noon. I knew to stop at Pasadena soon. Went to the house and grabbed my real hits and put it in the Walkman directly on my hip.
Now here we go. Y'all gotta play this loud enough to rip up your Sherwin fingers. Now tell me, what am I supposed to do when I wanna buy a brew and it's a 2:15?
But it's the drum, I gotta get done for some. The record label, the company's all able to run. Come correct, my mic checks like boom when the snare and the hat compliment the room with a kick.
Boy, get hot. You come talk trash, I'm dumping in your front yard. I don't drink brown. Whole chunk of that nigga Chayski, the 8-ball chunk.
You got it, I'm a, you got it, I'm a, you got it, get bucked up in the motherfucker. You got it, I'm a, you got it, I'm gonna get bucked up in the motherfucker. I don't give a fuck, they take me out singing that motherfucker.
Yeah.
We
Knicks.
What? MCs ain't safe this year. Catch them cowering in basements. In fear, I'm coming full force, swinging like an ape. It's clear that you ain't got what it takes to make it here. Baseball bat to your face, bitch. I am Negan. Barbed wire, swing it till I leave you where you stand leaking. It's every man for himself in this land of Lincoln. Sometimes you can't trust your fan, man. Let that sink in. This life gave me PTSD, son. I wake up in cold sweats and remember who I be. These to those who ain't make it. I will be meeting soon. So this earth in search of the upper room. That's fucking shit, yo, it's true. But you shut the fuck up when we come around you. It's them eyes, baby. Nothing but goons in the room. Fuck around and turn this venue that you at into a tomb. A lot of shit. A lot of shit. A lot of shit. But you can't front, motherfucker. It's the hottest shit. A lot of shit. A lot of shit. A lot of shit. But you can't front, motherfucker. It's the hottest shit. I don't even drink no more. Just read the shrooms. And you motherfuckers still ain't safe. I bring the doom. Yo, I'm doping in some heroin. Cooked up on my spoon right before you put it inside your arms to consume. The reason why you can't sleep comfortably. One eye open, no one breathing in luxury. It ain't safe no more. If you wanna fuck 1911, putting holes through your dungaree. Keep the metal on my side like a hip replacement. Cause they tripping in my city, watch them hit the pavement. And I don't really give a fuck about the shit you saying. Cause y'all some bitches, if you step, we gon' be Chick-fil-A-ing. And I don't think you fully understand the situation. My team is patiently waiting for you to show your faces. It's dangerous if you merging in this lane with us. Fuck you up for life like smoking too much angel dust. A lot of shit. A lot of shit. A lot of shit. But you can't front, motherfucker. It's the hottest shit.
Hi, honey. Did you have a good day? How was work?
Oh, the same. I ravaged a village, set fire to a forest, ate a couple of rats.
What up, y'all? Thanks for rocking with us. This is Red Cup Radio. We do the shit the radio don't do.
False thunder! I smell blood of an Englishman! Be he alive or be he dead, I'll grow his to make my bread!
Relax there. There's no Englishman in here. Look.
You now rocking with DJ Handz Solo. We on the Fundamentals Network. This is Red Cup Radio. Special guest Sarcastik in the house. This is the second part. Sit back, turn up the music. If you want to send music to the Fundamentals, we at thefundamentals@gmail.com.
I smelled the breath of a whack rap. Tongue gets thin, so I freshen it up. Raps I kick be heavy as fuck. It can't be carried even by 6 pickups. Styles I use make you up. Break your heel like Fly Guy. From I'm gon' get you sucker.
What up, brother?
Definitely make them suffer. Chinese technique, drop water on your head until it puncture. It ain't safe for food to grabbing mics. Lyrics hurricane Andrew. Bringing destruction to your paradise. Nuts like galactics over your planet. Sucking energy away from you until you completely vanish. You losers is getting damaged, duct tape and stuffed in. You chumps I see through like cutout shapes and pumpkins. Shane Soon style snatch souls. Then destroy your minds by throwing your souls into black holes.
B to the far to the foe to the bum. I smell the breath of a whack rapper's tongue. The sounds and nouns and verbs not really on a topic. Staggered in reality. Been like a rocket, patterns of delivery, not gelling with melodics, but these actors think they smashing it, feeling like they rocked it, unlocking their potential, held fast with a locket, not held by a lock, but something kept it. Cats playing kiddie games, recognize silly names, claiming critical acclaim, but sounding pretty lame. We dogs are hungry, ravenous, never tame, the proof is in the pudding, caliber. Not the same. This game isn't for mortals, it's for guys with strengths, flavorful, type rotisserie, open pit with the lights. Glitch glamour doesn't work. There's the bell showing you for potential for what the sellers
All right, no bullshit. Check this out, yo. We now interrupt your regular programming. Hours of nonsense if the radio was blasting to bring you the kind that you've been aching to hear. Hip hop is ready to read. Control of your ears. This ain't a discount of the antiquated, please. Less than talented MCs turning out radio sleeves. Surprised they let it on the market. Let me quell suspicion by showing you the time and shine put into my edition. Slang editorialism works the gravel till it glistens. Personal vision of existing without schism as the way you lift and drop. Science till it shatters and reassemble it after. Laugh at these actors posing as rappers, fashion the antimatter. I'd rather take the clock ticks to show a different picture. The slice of life script and rhyme pages that might have missed you. The foresight that left the other crew surprised. 1,000 words is just a picture, but 60 bars can change lives. We always been around, no intention of leaving C. Broadcast and broad spectrum on a different frequency. I just dial the outer limit, set the volume on high as we shatter the market data and take you on for the ride of the wire.
This is to all my street artists, breakheads and DJs, dope MCs that need that quick replay. Microphones, cardboard, and spray cans. It's the needle on the record, beatbox and break hands. Anybody thinking they slick, ain't nobody ever gonna be going over my shit. Some would say that it's dope, some would say that it's sick. All I know is hip hop whenever I'm spitting my lit. Spit fire like a dragon, mind sharp as Excalibur. Loaded cock and exploded, they couldn't measure the cap. Some consider me pro, some consider me amateur. I'm considered.
Peace, what up, Mood Swings in the building.
I'm a beast in this game, leave me crawly like Alistair. See me taking these flights without ever touching the banister. Put my name on the wall, writing until my handle hurt. I be doing my thing till there ain't no paint in the canister. So hardcore hip-hop, a nigga on a cypher. Stepping in it for fun, you better pay the piper. Take the gold, chains and diamond rings. This is gunshots and sirens, Chicago. This is a hardcore hip-hop, underground and cypher. Stepping in it for fun, you better pay the piper. This ain't the gold, chains and diamond rings. This is gunshots and sirens, Chicago. See, I've been hip-hop since skateboards in 2006, and I still can't land a single fucking flip trick. Raised out of the land where the shooters will flip bricks. Hard and cocky, my competition's a bunch of limp dicks. Slim bricks, keep hiding behind window tints, but ain't no stopping when Chicago weather blow cold winds. You can get a shit. You know how the city be, sweet and simple, poetic justice, killing soliloquies, interjection whenever competition mention my crew. 17 hit kung fu, beat you like haiku. Through Sub-Zero kicking in while I'm chilling, man. Trying to be a hero, I'm dedicated to villains. Hardcore hip-hop, underground and cypher. Stepping in it for fun, you better pay the piper. Take the gold, diamond rings. This is gunshots and sirens, Chicago. This is the hardcore.
Served up with the ratchet. These bars are illustrious. Bust nuts on your mind, sofa be up. Self-made entrepreneur. Drop stitches down sores and not think twice. Feeling flawless like Fife. Double barrels ruin your night. Yup, it's hell on earth, but so illy. Burn like AstroTurf. Smoked out and
check 312. Where you rocking that from tonight, y'all?
Disrupt your breathing.
This is Red Cup Radio. We do the shit the radio don't do.
That's in one season, they just pose us. I'm only
Go
soldiers.
Bears.
Got your favorite rapper busting under pressure like Trojan. Take these.
I'm just gonna go ahead and eat that.
Hustle hard.
About time.
Now bump heads with
It's
kids
our
just like
decade
Fliz.
now.
8 years is a long time.
It is, man.
Hey. Win the division or make the playoffs.
Hey, man, I give props to Green Bay, but like everything else in life, it's our turn.
We're going to get a nice creative coach like the Bears guy that's going to continue on. Hey, man.
Sorry, time. Our time right now. Their time. At 10.
And look, I'm not a hater, so if the Bears make it to the Super Bowl, I represent the NFC. I don't represent a team. I represent the Packers, but I represent the NFC.
I respect that. I respect that, though. You know, even though ain't no fan on either side gonna respect. Because I say the same thing. If the Bears don't win, I'd rather our division win.
Right.
And
I gotta roll with the NFC. Bro, fuck the AFC.
Heard it here.
Tom Brady.
Come on, man, with two eyes, I see him. Never wanna be him. Fuck with Magneto or any of the people
Oh, don't get it twisted. When they beat our ass the first week, this sound was in full gear that next show. Town USA DJ thing he did and shit.
But it's Bears all the way now, baby. Hey man, I really like this spot. Can I sleep over?
11 steps ahead.
Nah, never mind. I was just playing.
What up, Swang?
1, 2, 1, 2. Like, yeah, bust it. I gotta confess, I ain't know how to start this. Should've just go and kick some hard shit. Or be a marksman and hit the target. Or kick that whole game like a cartridge. I show you do this rush, moving truth and mess from Shy City to Budapest. I'll bar you to death. Tell me who can step, sub you the threat. All these rap dudes get checked, cause I maneuver chest. Keep me with a lady friend cruising in the brick.
Shout out to all the people out there sharing this. We do appreciate all of y'all.
Over here
Thank you,
now,
thank
just
you.
showing my age. I'm staring at my sundress.
I think it was off.
Some sundresses. I wanna go back to 9. When I first heard how about some hardcore. The essence.
You're now rocking with DJ Handz Solo. This is the Fundamentals Network. We live on Red Cup Radio.
Yeah, I pour liquid on the swords. My Grammy family at the Academy Awards. Stunting like a big dog, do it for the haters. Money on my mind, got a pocket full of papers. Yeah, I pour liquid on the swords. My Grammy family at the Academy Awards. Stunting like a big dog, do it for the haters. Money on my mind, got a pocket full of papers. Yeah, I pour liquid on the swords. Yeah, I pour liquid on the swords. Yeah, I pour liquid on the swords. My Grammy family at the Academy Awards. Yeah, I pour liquid on the swords. 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 Stunting like a big dog, do it for the haters. Money on my mind, got a full of papers. Holla at the waitress, still going hard. When I open up a tab, lead on debit on the bar. On the credit on the card, cash in my hand. Got pussy, got booty on the talking about getting Xfinity dollars. Milfs on deck, busting down plenty of mamas. Super bad, hot X and fly females. In the club, we getting higher than chemtrails. Fucking up for hours. Down cold stuff with endangered bird feathers. I'm in the game, you know how the fame could get. Trying to push 700s, they ain't made them yet.
Yeah. I'm about to have a nigga moment, my dudes go wild out. I'm a hooligan, slap one of you loud mouth. It's the rap stink mean or the game bullshit. Dudes bringing the ether. Leader Derek Jeter, keep a heater for a heathen. Me getting beat is like open eye sneeze. Remixes and cheap videos, y'all suck like freaks giving me dome. Ask me why I slice lame throats and drink blood. Ask me why I murk MCs and kill thugs. Girls want to treat my shit like ice cream. We the new Cheech and Chong, bitch. Have a nice dream. There's a great reason lame shouldn't be breathing. Fags don't grab the mic if you ain't decent. Kill self twice if you think you're not bitch. My eyes look like food with chopsticks. Pardon me as I show my ass. I'ma talk real loud, filling my glass full of the grass.
Chicago Underground. A little bit of West Coast, right?
Yeah, I pour liquid on the swords. My Grammy family at the Academy Awards. Stunting like a big dog, do it for the haters. Money on my mind, got a pocket full of papers. Holla at the waitress, still going hard. Open up a tab, leave the debit on the bar. Credit on the card, cash in my hand. Comcast pussy got booty on demand.
Yo, we gotta bring that vibe back. I know, damn. Seems like this lost its essence. How long's it been? The vibe's gone. It's been too long. It's been forever, man. Way too long. Gotta keep it moving. We hail from the land of Juice Town. With style, there's nowhere to be found. This is parallel. Sound rocking secondhand kicks while the secondhand chicks they lost it. Trying to paint with stock tips, and I ain't talking about Dow Jones and NASDAQ. Heard this beat and it gave me a flashback. I'm trying to uplift the downtrodden with the harvest from my sound garden.
Shout out to Chip Solo.
Living life, trying to not be jaded. From the soul, help us stay creative. What the vibe be like is how you make it. If something ain't right, don't fake it. Remember, time is always sacred.
I'm watching myself.
What the vibe be like is how you take it.
It's obvious this sight, some don't hold the vibe right. Living in the shadows while we keep the future bright. An empty can rattles, we venomous at night. The cipher for some battles. So
Get them headphones on, turn the volume up, jam out to underground music that's right here in your backyard in Chicago.
I diagnose the symptoms, now my ego's always stone. I'm shattering reality cause it was meant to own. I'm yelling in your ear so I can check my tones. I've been hollering for years, when you see us now you know. We keep the vibe tight, it's vital to the flow.
What the vibe be like is how you make it. Come inside and strip away the hatred. Living life, trying not be jaded. From the soul, help us stay creative. What the vibe be like is how you make it. If something ain't right, don't fake it. Remember, time is always sacred. What the vibe be like is how you take it.
Something happened, people. It wasn't Zuckerberg this time, was it, DJ Handz Solo?
Not at all, not at all.
Something went wrong with maybe the track? That's coming from my phone.
So we still got music playing, but I don't get what happened just now. Like, hold on, we're gonna let this reboot itself.
We are sorry for the
man. That was
technical
crazy.
difficulties. Red Cup Room
It
is
just stopped. Like, it's just weird. Like, hold on.
Self-preservation with ill survival is attitude.
And there we are. No, I ain't that good yet, bro. I've been practicing.
I will never fall asleep in the white man's dream or even the bigoted feminist, straight up white supremacist with the
You rocking on Red Cup Radio. This is DJ Handz Solo in the mix.
Or even the bigoted feminist, straight up white supremacists with their superficial ideologies and interests. No apologies, I'm from the black male consensus. Self-preservation with ill survival is attitude. To get what is old is a luxury with no gratitude. Educate the music with wit, flavor, and style. The true holy trinity is man, woman, and child. Masculine with the feminine to cause balance and create life beyond the wickedest of plights. Got no time to cancel fugazi feelings and hate speech. Never read about a president deserving impeach. Won't stand with government, only with my people. Ignorant or wise, with the poor, we stay regal. Other special interest groups have no interest in weed. Stay focused on your liberties, kick rocks and be free.
Do you hunt and gather for food or wait to be fed? Do you walk your own path or wait to be led? Propaganda machine promoting us to be done, while casual loss of life steady making us numb. Whatever we put our minds to, we will be great. But that cuts both ways, don't be tempted to fate. Revolution only works for those that participate. Stay focused on your goals, not superficial hate.
Immigrants is coming quick, build up the wall. They're ruining the environment, economy falls. You cross the southern border and you get at them quick. But if they white from overseas, then you don't say shit. Oh look, a child predator, yo, get out the stall. I came to take a piss, man, I'm offended, appalled. Go where you been going, seems simple to me. I ain't looking at you no way, I just came here to pee. White cops left another brother laying in the dirt. Black on black crime's the issue, we should get at it first. White supremacy is underlying in both, so fixing one before the other is a goddamn joke. War is filled with battles fought on all different fronts. Time to lend a hand to many, man, it's time to be blunt. They never show the fight for the hood, it's too much unity. How dare you take the time to try to build a big community? They wanna see you caught up in their bullshit, it's a fact. It's the superficial rabbit that they pulling out the hat. They wanna see you caught up in their bullshit, it's a fact. It's the superficial rabbit that they pulling out the hat.
Do you hunt and gather for food or wait to be fed?
participate. Stay focused on your goals, not superficial hate.
So you really expect me to be complacent and sit, accepting all the idiocracy, don't bullshit? At the dawn of third world war, civil conflict, Confederate inbred, fuck Trump and his tiki torch nonsense. I got a whole little queen and my people to defend. No interest in a burnt bigot, sporting a ferret wig. Endless cycles of media circus, the devil's working. Nightmares by concentration camps. Walmart, the shit is certain. Poisoning all the fruit strange, incarcerating, killing the youth. Marching in the street when Dick Gregory tried to tell you what you need bifocals, magnifying glasses, detective. The truth is bright, plain sight, where you least expect it. Sprinkled throughout Netflix, politics well scripted. Our dissension previously written and plot twists we're witness. Better stop stargazing, man. Distractions mentally murder. This country we take pride, got a million ways to murder.
Do you hunt and gather for food or wait to be fed? Do you walk your own path or wait to be led? Propaganda machine promoting us to be dumb, while casual loss of life steady making us numb. Whatever we put our minds to, we will be great. But that cuts both ways. Don't be tempted to fake. Revolution only works for those that participate. Stay focused on your goals, not superficial hate.
And we back, y'all.
Now tell them how they get on that second segment. What do they do if they want you to rock their shit, Solo?
And that second segment is considered new music. You want your music played on here? Obviously, we play it. Do not send me a link to your Bandcamp, your SoundCloud, none of that. We're not trying to get your listens up. We are actually playing your music. Send an MP3 file to thefundamentals@gmail.
And he's true to his word. You send it, it's sent proper. We rock that on the show.
We play it. Get your fans to come to like the page. Get them to talk it up. Get people to take notice in you.
Let's spread this music. All of us in some way are in this industry. Why not help each other, right?
All right, so what we just ran through was Concept from the 80s. Area 51, Old School. Dream Tech, The Final Word. Billy D. Buddha and Hobbs, Fee Fi Fo Fum. AMS, The Wire. Concept, The MC, Pay the Piper. Magneto, RIPP. Shameless plug, produced by DJ Handz Solo. MZM, The Essence. Number 2, Nigga Moments, featuring 4 Eyes. Parallel, Divide. And last time, our guest on Red Cup Radio, the Microphone Misfits, with featuring Lady Flipside, Speak It Into Existence. No, I'm sorry, Superficial Revolution. Superficial Revolution. But go download all these artists, buy their music, do what you gotta do. So, we've come to the point of the show where I think Jory's gonna put him to the test.
The Red Cup Room. My favorite part
Jory's
of the
about
show,
to put
man.
him to the test.
Well, to tell you the truth, I ain't gotta test this guy. He been rocking so long. I know he's gonna fucking kill it.
Oh, yeah, we know he's good.
So that's something I'm looking forward to. I'm gonna pull a few shameless plugs right before we hit the Red Cup Room. We are always looking for alcoholic sponsors. We will drink your shit and support your shit through Red Cup Radio every other Wednesday if you like. I got a great voice for it too.
You didn't sound like the guy in the Dos Equis commercial.
No, I'm not that guy. Don't wear fanny packs. But hey, man, December 21st, DJ Risky Business.
Shout out to Risky Business.
He's in a band.
Risky Business dubbed me the DJ's favorite DJ.
And that's dope shit, but they're gonna be live at Subterranean this Friday. She Killed in Ecstasy. They're gonna be there. It's gonna be a great show. Q101's been spinning their stuff. He's doing a different type of music, but they're doing it. So this Friday, this Saturday, we got Ever Evolved taking over all the Subterranean. Upstairs, downstairs, they got it. come out, check it out. The 23rd, on this Sunday, we're going to kick the holiday parties off with Pazzo Presents UG Promotions live at Subterranean. You know what it is. And now we're going to get into this. And one of, man, not the most important, but one of the bigger ones I'm looking forward to. Buck and Direct Scatter Bodies Tour. D.A. Smart, the Snipers. It's going to be like a gangsta boogie tape. Come on down December 28th. Get your tickets at subt.net. And I think it's time to let Sarcastik show us what he got in the Red Cup room.
Uh-oh.
We're going to make the move. We're going to make the move. Mark, if he plays music that you're familiar with, we're going to talk over it. It's okay. Tell him it's okay, Solo.
It's okay, Mark.
Where the hell? So we do Red Cup Radio every other Wednesday. Every other Wednesday, 2 times a month. We bring on special guests. We talk about the Chicago underground music. We try to spread it, show love, and present it to you fine people here on Facebook Live. Now, just to keep the show rolling, we're going to have DJ Handz Solo kicking the beats. And we're going to let Sarcastik go off. You got a check over there? We got a mic check in the Red Cup room. Don't look at me. Wepa.
Yo. That sounds good, don't it? Way deeper. This is J Norm in the trenches, giving the mic to Sarcastik. Let's get gravelly.
Yo. This is Red Cup Radio. We in the Red Cup room. Our special guest, Sarcastik. We're going to start flipping a beat. Sarcastik going to murder this shit. Let's go, Solo.
Yeah. Is there headphones or am I just going?
You just go in, man. Go off.
Ciao. Check it out. Sarcastico. That's how you say sarcastic in Spanish. Yo, I like Hennessy, but I just took a shot of tequila. I'm old school, so I used to rock Adidas. Back in the day, these cats used to rap and to get paid. I don't give a fuck, cause I'll just make them my prey. I'm absolute. Y'all ain't cute. I'll go up in the booth for the red room and show you y'all lose. Yo, I abuse every mic that I grab. I will stand as a man without a fucking plan. I freestyle, smoke these cats like a weed pal. It's funny, I'll be at the barbershop, but never use a clean towel. Yo, Jory, call Shorty and tell her I'm horny. Maybe what she did last night was kinda boring. I told her that I got mad authority and seniority. When I jump up on the mic, I prove these cats is corny. I'm in a basement, that's my statement. I do this shit underground where I fucking bury these faces. I told this girl just to suck the dick. She told me that she doesn't trust the spick. I told her that she shouldn't trust again. Maybe she shouldn't even bust on friends, cause I told her that I'm this disgusting man. And I don't usually fucking discussing men, cause I don't talk a lot. I make you walk on plots to make you seem like you're barking.
Where you from?
I'm from the city of Shy, where cats multiply. Actually, we divide because people getting killed with a 9. 45's getting shots and kiss at a 9. Why am I living this life? Because everybody's trying to go and make their goals a sacrifice. I'm getting chased in this race, in this ill state where everybody's getting raped by primates. Hey,
where you going?
To the future, where fucking aliens and computers. A cute tutor with 7 hooters in front of my face, where I'm going crazy. I'm so amazing and I was born in 80. They told me I'm like the Puerto Rican version of Shady, but I'm not. I'm like this crazy kid who does hip hop. Will I stop? Probably not. I'm just getting started. I'm retarded. It's stinking here, I'm reeking and I farted. Yo, everybody's thinking of extinction and I don't give a fuck because that's the way that I'm dreaming.
Happy holidays.
That's just what I did this evening. Next weekend,
Yo, it's the holiday season. It'll be Christmas, and maybe St. Nicholas ain't gonna give me, cause I did a lot of naughty shit this year, bitch. Hey, mira, where's my pipe? Never was there, so I fucking had to rely on my wife. These cats are just playing a tie. I just fucking hit you with some shit that makes you supply. All your cats wanna come at me, but I'm not a dog. I just had to show you why the fuck I spin so raw. Cause the city wanna fucking praise me like I'm a god. And half the shit that they spit sound like a facade. I don't mumble rap, but I could mumble and stumble on cats. Show you that, are you gonna drop the ball like you just fumbled, man? Fact, but I ain't making fun of gays. I'm just making fun of lames for what they just said today. I'm 100. 1,000, wait, I lie a little bit. And everything I spit on the mic be intricate. I come off the dome like she did. I ain't fucking more cause she had 3 kids.
Wrap it up. Tell them where you from, where they can find you.
I try to wrap it up, but I really don't use condoms. Later in life, that kind of became a problem. I'm from Chicago, where they really couldn't stop them. Where's mom, bro? I need to call the crib. What y'all just did to them flawless kids that started doing all this shit in mathematics that made you think that this was fucking something fantastic, but instead it was something painted just so fucking graphic in your head. It was serious, but it was so sarcastic. Like, what is he saying? Got on your knees, started praying for everything that fucking came from the sky like an alien. You're Homo sapien. Wait, I'm not. I'm just almost knocked over the man mama.
Yo, that was Sarcastik. Live from the Red Cup room, man.
The Red Cup
that
Pro
shit
wins
is unbelievable. That's what it's about, man. Coming here and listening to shit like that. And we pushing them too, because to freestyle that long and that straight.
Hey, you throwing monkey wrenches in there.
That boy good, man. That boy good. On that note, man, Sarcastik, where are they going to be able to find your music? Where are they able going to find you? And what are they looking forward to in this near future?
Man, I'm looking forward to them letting me sleep over, because I ain't got nowhere to go after this. I was, nah. You cut me off. He's like, hey, stop.
Oh, man.
Well, you can find me on all social medias, man. I'm on Facebook/Sarcastik. Just take out the C at the end, put a K. Not in the middle. Everyone always puts it in the middle. There's no K in the middle. No K in the middle.
I'm guilty of that. When I was making the flyer, I think I made that
I
same
think
fuck up.
everyone has done it. I even call people when I see my name pop up on their phone. And I'm like, damn, I want to just send them the thing with the little stars, like, you know, the correction.
Hey, DNA Beats, you gotta make a track with this kid, man.
Man, wait, you know what? Hey, I'm hiding. DNA's watching.
Yeah, he's there.
I need to hide. I actually owe DNA a track, man. I've been meaning to go over there. That's another great dude, man. Working, always hustling and doing his thing. You guys, man, you guys are such an inspiration. I'm glad I came over here tonight. You know, like it was dope to be here.
That's
I feel,
what we want to
feel
do,
good,
man.
Very welcoming.
Hey, man.
One thing we understand, nobody's bigger than the music.
Nah, hell no.
Nobody.
Hell no. And the love for the music, man. It's crazy because this is inspiring. Like, I tell artists when they come to the studio, I'm like, man, if you can't come here and be inspired by something, then you're not an artist, or you must be having the most horrible day of your life, because there's so much stuff. Like, look around. There's Bada Bing. There's Sopranos. There's fucking music. Jordan. Wu-Tang. Sarcastic. Turntables. Fucking. I can't even think straight. It's just so much going on. Mac computers. Floors. Couches. Wood. Not wood, girls. Don't get too excited. Not wood. This ain't the wood.
Well, and that's the thing. It's like being down here and then be able to talk about all the things we enjoy doing. And we're hoping we're just bringing a natural show to everybody and giving them an inside look at how we do this and where we want to go with it.
I spent, like, right when you were coming up with the beat right now, when I went in there to freestyle, I was like, what verse? I'm going to do some written stuff. I got all this written stuff that, like, nobody's heard. And I don't remember none of it right now. I was like, what's that one verse go like? Oh, no. And every rapper could probably every. There's a couple of you guys that are amazing at that. You can spit like 100 verses off the head that you know of your own. But it's like, once you remember that one first word, you remember the rest of the verse, but it's like that one word wasn't coming.
See,
and I was like, I need to freestyle.
That's why I could never be a rapper, because I can't remember shit like that.
Hey, but some guys are really good at that.
No, it's inspiring to know that somebody can write something and literally learn it quick enough to be on it and then be on stage. Like, That's wild to me. So that's definitely something.
It is.
A
And
non-music.
it's a performance. You know, it's even like what you like. This is a performance. I mean, even though we're just being ourselves, it's a part of the entertainment. It's a part of the artistry. What he's doing, what Handz is doing right now, like he's using his name as his talent.
Right. Right.
So before we bounce you out of here, we're gonna add a new category.
Kicking me out.
No. Before you bounce out tonight, I want to start something new. Give us your top 5 MCs.
Ooh, dead or alive? Does it matter?
Doesn't matter.
All right, right now. Like you want me to do it right now?
Right now.
Okay, so I'm gonna Eminem, obviously. I'm wearing Target. I mean that Eminem's just been a big inspiration. It's hard. You know who I'm really feeling right now though? Royce. Royce is. I haven't heard one Royce verse in years.
And you know the ironic part, like that fits you because Eminem and Royce was in the trenches together.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I and it's crazy how their story is so is trippy too. I'm just gonna say those names because they're those two. I'm gonna throw some underground names out there instead of a mainstream artist. I'm really digging.
Doesn't matter, man.
Joyner Lucas is really nasty. Tech Nine was a big inspiration for me for a while when I started to learn how I wanted to develop my style into the faster beats because I didn't want to do thug shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I come from Chicago and the environment's around me, but that's not who I am, So I'm like, I want to rock these beats and talk about this stuff, but that's not who I'm going to be. How can I do this? And listening to artists like Tech Nine, he wasn't the only one, but I put him up there because he's been around for a while too. And I need one more, MC Juice.
And, okay, there's a point why I ask people that. You know what I mean? What I've learned is normally when you ask somebody their top 5 MCs, you should hear some of that influence in their music. Yeah. If you came in and said Rakim, KRS-One, I'd have been like, all right.
Really? No, yeah. And I mean, because I'm like still in my 20s,
Yeah, but I mean, that's good. But you know what I mean? But the artist you name, it does reflect in your music.
Yeah.
You're your own style, no doubt. I'm not taking, you know what I mean? You're your own style.
I'd rather hear that than you say like, man, you kind of sound like Chief Keef.
But those artists that you name, you can see that it reflected on you.
It's like how Shadow's like, I love Big Daddy Kane. And he does.
And you can tell. It
like
reflects
Daddy
style.
Kane.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that's what I'm saying. A true MC, when they give you their top 5 MCs, it's something, not a duplicate, but it should reflect in their style.
And it's crazy that you said that because, I mean, that you just made me like, because I threw Juice out there, right, at the end. And like, I've always loved Juice.
And that may be an inspiration.
And he is. And I freestyled in there because we were talking, like, we were shouting him out earlier and whatever. I was like, man, like, what would this guy do? Like, Juice would freestyle. And I'm not comparing myself because he's a top caliber MC, but like Chicago, I'm here. Like,
but he's a cat also that will walk up in the sub T with us and rock like he's one of us.
Awesome dude, man. Like you wouldn't.
Very humble when he really don't have to be in the underground scene, especially.
Hell no, not in this local underground scene. Because you know what? There's a lot of talented dudes here, but there's a lot of assholes here too. Like we could play the role, but there's a lot of us that are real cool and know how to, we know how to be next to those dudes and just avoid it. But we can also be human beings. You know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, I fucking go home and pay bills just like everybody else. I be struggling, and we all go through regular shit. It's not like any of us are living any higher than.
Let's get to the tough questions then.
She was lying, bro. I swear she was lying. Them 2 kids, I know they look like me, but they ain't even.
He said I was talking to Jory, not Maury.
But
oh shit. Disregard all that.
I mean. So, I know at some point you were Petty Gang. I don't know if that's still going on, but what?
Well,
I mean,
man,
because,
to be honest,
the movement had momentum. So,
I like.
Before he says anything, I'll throw a statement out there. We know there was a crack in the association between fellow people they put it out there publicly. We know sort of the backstory. But as far we don't need to get as far deep.
No, I mean, I honestly, even the details that people know, I don't even. To you, I mean, you guys know me longer. You guys have known me longer than even before the Petty Gang, you know. And I got a lot of love for all them dudes. I think that they all work. They have their own incredible work ethic in their own selves, you know. But I was doing Sarcastik before, and so I pulled myself back from any drama that was kicking off. That's happened in so many groups, though. It's not just them, you know. I've seen that happen in many groups. It's just a good group of friends. I think sometimes it's not just. I don't want to talk about them. This is just for any advice for any group out there, you know, that works, because you get into more fights probably with your inner group than you do with the guys that you don't like. Like the people that.
It's happened to people a lot more.
Oh yeah. The celebrity. If you watch movies of celebrities, that's the common story of people breaking up.
Well,
and going,
it's people that it's people that you're real with, and you can say fuck you if you feel fuck you too. And
it's
that's
hard.
the thing. Things work out when there's, especially with artists. What I see being a fan with artists, you're already such an individual that has his own sights and things, or how you do things. Now all of a sudden you're putting 20 of them together and saying, "Hey, work it all out."
It's hard to just you know. It's just one thing I meet you, and then we start working. Oh man, let's add him to the puzzle. But then all of a sudden, and it's happened a lot, you know. And it goes back to just throwing somebody throwing the fish into the shark den. All right, I had to kind of see what, like, in every situation, even going back to the Chirac stuff, middle ground stuff. Like at the end, I found myself working by myself, and it took nothing away from anybody, because everybody was doing their thing. And I wasn't no special gem. You know what I'm saying?
And you bring up a valid point, and I'll touch base on that, because I feel the same. I'm 606 first and foremost, and I'm Jay Norm, so I represent myself. Like you, I was lucky enough to get in on that Chirac thing and have the honor of being a part of
exactly
history.
Same.
And I was looking at, and we're all from the same chapter, technically, Uncle Heck, and it was a blessing. During that time, if I look back, bro, I was looking at some pictures the other day on the memory stuff, and I was like, bro, look at this bar. It was packed with everybody having a good time, everybody partying, everybody feeling. And it, you know, in a social circle like music and hip hop in Chicago, when you're in a social circle and there's alcohol involved and whatever else, sooner or later there's going to be drama. It's human beings.
And horny men.
That too.
And some, you know, as we could all be, you know, I talk a lot of junk, and I'm very blunt about a lot of things, but there's just some people that can't control. Like I've lost a lot of friendships over stupid stuff, you know what I'm saying? And there's little tedious stuff that sometimes all it takes is a conversation between, like, be a grown up, you know, like if me and you are been boys for 10 years, and then something dumb happens, like somebody comes up to you and they're like, "Oh, Sarcastik said that you're lame," and you're gonna let that like, what? He's called me worse shit to my face,
right?
And joke, like, you know what I'm saying? And then you let it build for a year. Well, he said I was lame one time, and it's like, bro, you could have asked me. And
do you see the petty situation then?
Man, I don't
repairing itself.
Yeah, I think that they just kind of took a split. It was,
like I said, I don't want to get into. I don't know.
It was, honestly,
I don't want to get into details.
Honestly,
but,
I don't
mean,
even.
You see it's something that can repair itself. Because it was a movement that had a little momentum.
It did, man. And I liked it too. I liked what those guys were doing. They were real dope, or not were that they are real dope. And I just, you know what, I don't like to be involved in drama that has nothing to do with me. I'm like that even with my personal life. You know, like I don't.
Same here with my whole family.
Yeah, once I see drama, that's been my the downfall of a lot of women when they've talked to me. It's like the first red flag. And you know what I'm saying? They think it's other stuff. Like,
got the keys.
Trust me,
Hey, you know what's funny?
Whoa.
Hey, did you listen to Julian Extra's new song?
Yeah.
It's Red Flags.
Oh, is it? Yeah. Is it? Yeah, it is. It is. You're right. Man, you know what? Hey, I love that dude to death, man. And he's eating up a lot of shit. And I've watched it from the back, you know, like where I, read people going in, and I, you love the controversy and all that stuff. And he's experimented quite a bit, you know. I was watching that red carpet thing, and remember I told you I work with a bunch of Puerto Rican guys, like straight, and that's when I was actually getting a hold. I was like, oh, this is one of my guys. He's on this like live, you know, and then he starts doing the whole shaky thing with like the, and I was like, but he don't rap like that normally, you know, and I'm like, what the fuck? I'm over here defending this, but I'm like, but you know, at the same time, it's like, I would defend it because somebody's going to read it based on just that. And I was like, I see what you're thinking.
He said it last night. He performed at Sub T last night. Shout out to Julian Extra.
Oh, yeah, that's the homie.
On Windy City Live in the morning. He has this app and program that's going on where you can buy into the music, where he's rolling over money. And the thing he said was exactly that. Like, he came to Sub T and said, hey, man, I named myself Sex the Rapper.
Yeah, he changed that, right?
I
seen that he
Julian
changed that.
Extra. He's like,
Okay.
I get too much acid.
Yeah,
That was his
yeah.
direct quote. But he's a kid that is in a
talented.
younger bracket. He can rhyme his ass off.
Yeah.
He can freestyle his ass off fast as hell or slow.
Fuck yeah.
But he is the one who says, hey, I do like how trap music sounds in this,
Hell
but
yeah.
I'm a lyrical cat and I'm doing something different. So like you said, man, once again, work ethic out of that dude, and no matter what has been put up in front of him, he's sort of been like, hey, I don't give a fuck what none of y'all
No,
think.
yeah,
This
and that's
is what it is.
that's the way to be. I mean, honestly, as an artist, that's more power to him, and he's dominated because of that, you know. And going back to because he's a little different and doing things that most artists wouldn't do or can't do. At the end of the day, it comes back to really can't being able to or not being able to do it. Because I work in a studio all the time, recording all types of artists. We try to make a hit every day. I mean, I'm not saying every, you know, but for the most part, where's the hit at?
So
you know what I mean? Like, it's not that easy. If it's that easy, then we'd all have hits back to back to back to back, you know? And
riddle me this, Batman.
what is going on, Han Solo?
So, you know what I mean? Because I'm a transplant myself. I'm from Pasadena, California, from LA.
Wait, not like a trans. Never mind.
No.
But shout out to y'all doing your thing out there, you know, whatever y'all
But-
into.
Why does somebody have to leave to receive their love to come back to Chicago? What's the problem? How do you see the problem?
Man,
Because I mean, I've seen Julie. I've seen JXL.
Yeah.
And he's dope.
You know what it
But
is?
why does he have to leave to come back for everybody to really appreciate him? Same with Juice. You know what I mean?
I just think it's the what he has, man. He's got to show more people what he's got.
Yeah, that's
because he showed everybody here what the fuck he does.
Exactly.
But what I'm saying, all I'm getting at is, you know what I mean? Like I said, Sarcastik is dope, and he'll do a show. He'll do a show, throw a show at Sub T. 15 people will show up.
Not my show. It was somebody performing.
I'm saying this is a hypothetical
I
situation.
know.
15 people show up, right? So he moves to LA or New York, and now people are feeling it. Now he comes back to Chicago. Now there's 50 people there.
Well, because
that's what I'm talking about.
It's the social circle, and then it's also again the dramatics of it all.
Yup.
Once they know you went
the visual,
right?
Because dude, I go to Puerto Rico right now, right? And I could be somewhere where the hurricane smacked the hardest. And shout out to Puerto Rico, and no disrespect to anybody. I'm right. It could be, but to y'all, I'm in Puerto Rico. I could show you guys whatever looks really good out here or in Puerto Rico from my eyes. I'm not gonna show you like, man, the poverty and make you guys depressed. I'm gonna be like, yo, I'm living it, beach, women, cars, and I don't even have none of that. You're like, damn, he's doing it out there in Puerto Rico. We need to show this guy love and maybe I'm not saying that's the only thing, but that is a part of it. I feel like people just think you're doing bigger things when you leave here.
Well, because now we can see
fake
it.
it till you make it.
Yeah, it's
But
crazy.
now we live in an era of the telephone in your hand where you can.
Yeah.
Bro, I was
FaceTime me right now.
Bro, shout out to my
is calling in. Do you want to take it?
Sure. Hey, Mood Swing's always got something to say. If I bet my money on it, he'll probably say something about Julian just to talk shit.
What up?
Yo, Swangs, you hear us? Hold on, we're tuning you in. Hold on, you're not on yet. We got Mr. Mood Swings on the phone.
I just need to start coming over here more often. This place is awesome.
Hold on, man. Solo. Swags, hold on. I know you got a good story. I want to hear it, but we have technical difficulties going on right now. The wiring. I'll let you know the minute we hear you. But hold that story because the shit sounds funny.
Yeah.
This is Red Cup Radio. We tuning in with our special guest, Sarcastik. DJ Handz Solo is working out the technical difficulty. We're going to take a call from Mood Swings here in a short second. I have no patience for wires, so I salute. Swings, you hear us?
What up?
Yo, there you are.
What up?
Taco Bell in a party. That's all I heard.
Yeah, man, the fucking Taco Bell by my crib, they were having a work party, and they were closed during business hours for a work party. There was like a line of cars waiting, like people were all confused and shit. Like, who the fuck gets a work party for Christmas at a Taco Bell? What the fuck?
Oh, that's fucking quality.
Like they work in an office and shit.
Hey, man, we got Sarcastik in the building tonight with us.
Yeah, man.
Hey,
what up? What up? I was listening to what you guys were saying about, like, why people don't go to shows and all that stuff. And it's really easy, man. Like, okay, this Julian guy, he leaves town for a little bit, and then he comes back and does a show, and there's more people there or whatever. Well, yeah, he got, like, a little TV spot. Plus, when he came home, that's like, he hasn't been home in months doing shows or a year or whatever it is. Like, yeah, dude, it's called not oversaturating.
Yeah.
The people that came to the show are probably a lot of his friends who haven't seen him in a long time and shit like that. I mean, it's not that much. It's not that hard to believe if you're going from 15 in attendance to 50 in attendance.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, you were just not here for a while. And when you came home, your friends came out to see you.
And that's,
it's the same. It's really fucking simple to explain. I mean, if the same motherfuckers weren't doing the same shows at the same venues every week, and people weren't doing shit for free everywhere, and they actually held some standards and were like, no, I'm not going to pay shows unless I got paid, then the right people would be getting booked and shit. Otherwise, you just have a lot of freebies out there, like, doing the same shit.
So,
the same thing with the DJs in Chicago. You don't have a shitload of DJs playing because you got a bunch of guys that'll do it for free on the weekend for a couple drinks.
So overall, to
me.
move around and get out of state would be a healthier benefit in that
Dude,
sense.
I could go to my house for 6 months and put out a bunch of new material, drop it on the internet, go to the city and do a show, and it'd be the same kind of fucking response. It's just you don't oversaturate yourself.
Very well
Everybody
pointed.
just oversaturates.
That's a very interesting look about it. Yeah.
You shouldn't even be doing shows unless you have new
disagree.
stuff to promote.
Because you know what? I even see that happen. Like he's right. I mean, you can disappear for a while, and you're not really you're just not putting out anything realistically, and you wait and you start putting shit out, and people are like, damn, man, I've been waiting. You're really not paying attention. I'm still here. It's not like I disappeared anywhere. You guys are. You want to be force fed everything. You know what I'm saying? It's.
You have to let people forget about you for a little bit.
Yep.
Do some shit. Put some material together. Come up with a project, then come back and do some shows. If you're doing shows at the same spots every weekend and stuff, you become furniture.
Yeah.
Like you're at the venue.
Yeah, it's true though.
But it is.
We started talking about and it was no disrespect to you guys. We started talking about the every Tuesday sub T rapper. We're like, man, if you're complaining about not making it, and this is your outlet to make it. This is like your outlet to get practice. This is how you sharpen your sword. You get local fans. This is not how you're gonna make it.
And that's exactly where we've never tried to push that any other way.
Yeah,
it is
that's
what
the
it
best.
is. It's a good location to kick things off when you have new projects. It is a place to try things out. Therefore, the Hip Hop Dojo.
And appreciate it for it,
But
because
like he said, anybody, even as a promoter, you don't want to be stagnant and who you keep booking and who's been around and who's on that stage. It happens all the time.
Yeah.
So like me, I'm getting older now. I have to involve myself with the younger rappers. I got to see what they know. I got to see what chicks are coming up and can rap. How do you believe in that, Swings? Do you involve yourself with these younger dudes, or you just stay in your own lane?
No, man, I listen to a lot of new stuff. Like, I'm constantly putting on new music. I listen to pop music and all sorts of other stuff, too. You know, like, there's a ton of new stuff coming out. There's new artists all the time, you know. There's records dropping every day. Like, what's this kid's name, Blueface or something? He just came out.
Yeah, it's true. There's a lot of dope artists.
Hey, Sarcastik.
What up?
That's the kid's new name, right? New kid on Cash Money, Blueface.
Man, I'm not even sure, bro. To be honest with you, I don't.
Oh, I don't know. It's beautiful. It's straight trash, but it's beautiful.
Yeah,
like you gotta have garbage like that to have.
I never
you
heard
have to have
trash be beautiful.
No, but yeah,
you have to have bad stuff.
Some of that stuff
stuff
is like I said, like man, we down it so much, but some of it is actually well put together. Let's say that, like it's better than the other shit. And
well, I think modern day production has just gotten so much better that you can say anything over a fucking beat. If that beat's raw enough, these kids don't give a fuck.
I just quite honestly am getting tired of hearing old people tell me how hip-hop's supposed to be. I mean, if we stuck in that mentality, we'd still be listening to, like, Grandmaster Caz albums every night.
But you know what, Swings? With the internet, we're not even allowed to think we can't think that way no more because it's just, I was telling Sarcastik early.
You just have to allow room for people to do their own thing and have their own lane. The only thing is like, I just think that hip-hop doesn't have as many subgenres as, say, rock music does so that you can go and buy what you want. Like, a country rock music fan might not go to a heavy metal show, but they're both considered rock and roll.
Right. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's for you to like. Who gives a shit?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck.
We just don't have any subgenres. Like, what do we have? Gangsta rap
why, though?
Like,
well, I was just telling Sarcastik.
Hip-hop has too much ego in it for people to even acknowledge a subdivision like that, like you said. It's a good topic, but I think it's too much ego involved.
Bro, I was just telling Sarcastik earlier, though, even on heavy metal or like alternative, when's the last band that's comparable to fucking Metallica? When's the last band that's comparable to Nirvana and alternative? Shit done changed because of the internet.
Even some of the bands that came out shortly after that, it's hard to compare bands now to some of the, like, you know, like the Linkin Park or, you know, and I'm not trying to.
When that came out,
like there's no sounds like those. There's a ton of groups.
The Limp Bizkit.
Limp Bizkit, yeah, exactly. Like if anything, now it sounds real.
But now you
digital.
can advertise for free everywhere, where back in the day you needed labels to get your name out there because posters and flyers and passing your music was the only way.
Yeah. And
now
there's so many outlets, yeah. And you know what though?
Real
I feel
quick,
like
hold on. I'm pulling up to the drive-through window. Do you believe I've been on the phone with you guys?
Shit, we gotta hear what Bruce Swings is ordering.
Bro, you should get a free churro with that or something. The churritos.
Yeah, man. I've been sitting here for like a half hour.
because the Taco Bell holiday party's going on.
Are you in the burbs?
Yeah, I'm in Villa Park.
Oh, I was like,
this
man,
poor
there's so
girl
many
is
taco
taking my order
places.
right now.
Like,
I didn't know about
Bro, how many
I want a taco Nelson or something.
How many taco?
Are you kidding me?
How many Taco Bells have you heard having happy holidays?
I don't even remember the last time I had Taco Bell. I can't say that around Latinos that I eat Taco Bell. That'd be, it's like I'd probably get beat up.
Hey man, you think my wife has chat? We don't eat meat anymore.
You guys are vegan?
You don't eat any meat, huh?
Yeah. So
I'm straight vagin.
So can you imagine the struggle right now?
Can you
imagine the struggle when we're making?
You're Puerto
when we're
Rican.
making,
I'm married to a Puerto Rican. I'm a goddamn
We're damn near
carnivore,
cousins.
Bro. Real talk.
Hey man, no lechon, no. Oh man, it's over. The party's over.
You know what? I don't know if I'd be able to do that. I have a buddy of mine that I work with that he went like vegan cold turkey, and it was just crazy watching.
That's what we
him.
did.
And you guys, that's some tough shit. That's like the Ninja Warrior challenge, straight up. Because
I can do it here and there, but to not eat meat ever again, I don't know, bro.
And then you're around Black and Latino people, so you smell good food, And you know it's flavored good.
That's what I mean.
You're like,
hey, the struggle is real. I'm not gonna lie to you. The
Goya
struggle
is
is
your
real.
worst enemy.
Your senses become better, so you probably start smelling it even better.
Hey, don't worry, man. You know what we use.
I'm
We
sorry,
still have
he's
the
looking
adobo
at
and
me
the
like, you ain't
sazon
shit.
going in the house.
Oh, I put adobo and sazon on everything. The other day, I damn near threw some sazon in my cereal, and I was like, oh shit, I was just kidding, and a little sprinkled in there, and I realized it was amazing, and I'll probably do it again, but never, I'm just kidding. Do not do that.
Adobo on everything.
Sazon and milk, I don't think are a good mix. But yeah.
Hey, Swang, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm waiting on my food, man.
You know what, Swangs? On top of you getting something for free, you literally just made me want to go find a fucking Taco Bell, and there's none around on the north side.
They opened one by my job.
Fuck Taco Bell. We don't get free
It's a
promotion on Red
cantina.
Cup Radio.
It's a Taco Bell cantina. I'm not
Oh, the one
promoting
that
them.
sells
But
liquor?
yeah. Yeah, because, Modelo's probably in.
Man. But anyway, we about to...
I'm still sitting here.
Modelo's, though.
We about to wrap it up with our closing DJ section. Mood Swangs, man. Much love.
What up, man?
Always good hearing
I'll
from
talk to you
you.
guys later.
Happy holidays, man. Fuck Taco Bell.
Thank you guys for having me on the show, man. Love you guys. Take care. Holla, Sarcastic.
Sarcastic, thank you for coming in. It's always a pleasure. We're going to wrap it up. Solo, what's the last wrap up with the music?
Just some Chicago and just anywhere, some old school music that maybe y'all heard and you just forgot about. Or maybe you never heard it before, but it is older.
This is that legendary stuff. You were rocking with DJ Handz Solo, J Norm in the trenches, Sarcastic in the building, Red Cup Radio. Tune in next time. Peace.
Fire with water. Fuck y'all motherfuckers. That's all I gotta say. Yeah. I spit verbal rob criminal, castrate you literally. Fuck rappers, make it hard for these niggas to breathe. Bringing fire and water, better get down to your knees. Before I break them, shake and crack the earth, pleading for me to leave. Stop and smoke, I bleed and catching the wind. It's well repeated, the only difference is these faggots be hating too much to see it. As I show off these verbal rob missiles will be defeated. Never knew what it could be till I I speak it. Volcano ash lava mixed with hydrogen atoms. You get a compound that corrupts the mass of 1,000 planets. Devastation, fire and water, and then we vanish to another world where rappers are pussy and leave them panic. Causing rain showers, forest fires that just devour all forms of life eventually, unless you appease the power of a combination leaves a bad taste in mouth so that's sour. So I dare you to open yours, my nigga, just say the hour.
Big step to get into your face. Inhale tall, nothing to waste. Eyes sharp, my thoughts get cut. Precision movement, no bluff. Big step to get into your face. Inhale tall, nothing to waste. Eyes sharp, my thoughts get cut. Precision movement, no bluff.
We bring fire and water, some elements of life, to tell you what it's like to hold dark and bring light. Alive in the night, if your mind's set right, you too can tune dials and smile when you fight. We bring surprise hits, it's prize fighter kicks. Words snap into places, known faces build clicks. Handshakes and fists in this make or break city can make a hand go on grip, something that ain't that pretty.
I don't receive the 8th month of summer's heat. Winter of 75, mom's ass full of feet. Out through the snow until the spring. May 15th, your boy's doing this thing. And the same hardship she endured through pain. Coagulates in the blood that runs in my veins. And I be the champion, overstand. My mind is mountainous terrain, you can't man. So hold the hand that's rough like calluses. Trying to drain the wise like the Alice's. While you're trying to see if you can handle this, I'm the catalyst that sunk your battleship. Even if I rhyme for sport, what I retort is actual and factual. Can withstand court. The officer, so indeed I proceed to pull the plow so we can plant the seed. More than punchlines and ill choruses. You don't step to these twin choruses. That's baby says she's on her way.
And that's Big Bruh, he ain't got time to play. We're more than punchlines and ill choruses. You don't wanna step to these twin choruses. We come together just to shine the light
and show a whack MC how how to rock the mic right.
Egyptian, righteous, rhyming rebel, revolutionary. Inside, history indeed, I see you heard of me. The real underground hip-hop urban solistic fitting metaphors, magic messages, overdose, style transitions, real estate, dynamite, rebellious soul, light bright. Lady, flip your nigga, please, I'm a real MC. Type of sister hands, lift up a gripping mic so tight on the daily, mini morning. Won the battle, please spare me. Bob Marley reincarnated in BGirls dance. Y'all don't know me, lady microphone, that's and me for busting bubbles, really thought I sing a chorus. Creative mastermind, but son, I'm still a stubborn tourist. Going against your normal variety, wanna be me also type, so please tell me where the hell's the reality. That would be me. Take the time to know true, please. I guaranteed I'll be marked by Big Bro by the third season.
We're more than punchlines and ill choruses. You don't wanna step to these twin choruses. That's babies and she's on her way.
And that's Big Bruh, he ain't got time to play.
We're more than punchlines and ill choruses. You don't wanna step to these twin choruses. Come together just to shine the light.
How to rock the mic, right?
I don't think you're ready for
Chicago.
Cause I don't give a fuck where you came from. I don't think you're ready for
Chicago.
Cause I don't give a fuck where you came from. I don't think you're ready for
Chicago. I'm fucking it up like you never seen. Making more moves than Beverine. I mean, if you would seen all the old school type, be the way you recognize the size of my hardcore hype. The mic, mine, the right rhyme. My mic off if I want to throw you off, so you won't bite mine. Night is as good a time as any to battle, cause I don't sleep. I'll let you beat my new shit. And even if you dish up, I know you couldn't do shit. Crews get jealous of my place, level, status, baddest cracker that you ever seen. Since 17, I've been trying to get a record deal, and you can still feel that I'm coming real. In 1994, hardcore and more. I'm even leave a cripple break dancing on the floor. That's how raw this shit gets when I flex. With some damn sex, and maybe you can rip next. Until then, yo, I even tell my children, you ever see that mark in his crew, kill them. Trippin', try to say my shit's the same as the next, cause my flavor's old and improved. Yo, I saw you setting not one motherfucker move. Easy, suckers can't see me if me be. I knock you out the frame like I'm in 3D, believe me, no freebies. Strictly lose pay, yo, I made more noise than all them dudes in your crew mate. I let it go though, cause you came so. Yo, I'm crazy as your neighborhood hobo in slow-mo, the flow goes like this and back like that. Don't get me going, cause don't know where my mind's at. Nah, raps off the album couldn't fade mine. You could come out with a box set and still couldn't rock sets. Get your fake like you know the game. It's some open mics and I better know the name, but there's no shame. Black to representing real. He's still coming live from the ill.